What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I'm a recovering addict. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. And this is my channel where we talk about all things addiction recovery, all things my crazy life, all things recovery, baby. All things recovery. But we also throw in some fun and we clown over here. You know, we have a good time. So tonight, you guys, I wanted to start a little early because I want to give everybody time to get over here. I want to give everybody time to share the video. So, you know, I don't do this a lot at the beginning of my videos, but I'm going to start asking you guys, like, if you don't mind, can you take a second right now and can you share this video? If you're in a Facebook group, if you are on, you know, Twitter, wherever you think you might be able to share this video that people would benefit from it, take a second for me and share this video out, guys. And I'm going to do the same. Thank you for everybody that's here. Thank you. I see you guys. Hey, Dean, what's up? Hey, girl. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Sarah. What's up, you guys? If anybody is watching from Facebook, I can't see your comments, but what's up? I'm so glad y'all are here too. So if you're on Facebook and you're like, why can't she see my comments? This sucks. I don't know what's going on. I'm so computer illiterate. If somebody could help me with that, it would be greatly appreciated. All I know is that we are live on Facebook. That's all I know. So if anybody wants to help me with that, that would be awesome. And now, right when I go live, my little puppy dog wants to go peep. So hold on. Hold on, girl. There you go. My little puppy dog. Okay. Hey, Dan, what's up? Hey, that's okay, Dan. We're here to support you, man. We're here to support you. You're back with us. That's all that matters, okay? You're here. You're alive. You get a second chance, okay? You get a second chance. Let me get the link in case anybody wants to come up and share. Dan, don't beat yourself down, okay, man? Are you still actively using or have you been able to sober up? Give us the lowdown. If you're still actively using, let's get you straightened out. If you need any help finding resources, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. I know I'm only one person, you guys, but I will, if any of you guys need help finding resources, just hit me up, man. Just message me. Or you can call me on my cell phone, or you can call me on the American Addiction Institute of Mind and Medicine 1-800 number. Okay? I'm going to, there we go. All right, there we go. I got the link. Okay. So let me see what everybody's saying. Okay. What's up, Sam? Hey, Karen. I'm glad you're here, girl. Karen's getting all involved. I'm so proud of you, girl. Hey, Ashley. Congratulations on 8 months. That's what's up. Ashley hit 8 months Saturday, you guys. That is so awesome. Y'all, I have been literally driving myself insane today trying to get this internet to work. Yes, Michelle. I hate that. Thank you for coming over here. Anybody that's watching from Facebook, please come over to YouTube so I can see your comments. That's okay, Dan. That's okay. I'm glad you're being honest, man. I'm glad you're being honest. What'd you relapse on? Hey, Erica, how are you doing, girl? Thanks for being here. Well, welcome to the channel, Erica. You're going to love it here. We got the best group of people in this chat. You'll see. You'll see. I'm at 1 year and 4 months. I can't even believe it sometimes. Sonia, I can't even believe it sometimes either because I remember when you first came on the channel. I remember, girl, it was like yesterday. I remember when you first started your treatment. Hey, Freya. Been at the hospital all day with my best friend who was having a baby. Such a slow process. Oh my gosh, I know, right? Oh, it is. Shared on my Facebook. Thank you, Sam. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to ask you guys. If everybody will just take one moment and exit out of this video and share this video on Facebook in any recovery groups that you're a part of, or anywhere that you think that somebody could benefit from this information. And while you're out there sharing, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I don't usually say anything like that at the beginning of the videos, only in my pre-recorded videos, but you guys, it really, really does make a difference. If you throw a thumbs up or a thumbs down, either one is fine, because it's all engagement, and that helps these videos to be circulated through YouTube. That's how YouTube works. It works by, if you have people that are watching it, it knows when people comment, it knows when people thumbs up, it knows when people share. So if we can get everybody to start sharing, if every person in this chat shares this video, that will be amazing, amazing. So let's do it. It really, really does help. And I want to, it's like, not about, it's about getting it out. And that way people that need the support will find us. Because I don't know if y'all have noticed yet, but we have really got a good thing going on over here. And I have to shout out a couple of key players that have really been making this channel. I have to talk about this real fast before we get into the video. So we have plenty of time. I need to shout out a couple of people who are really putting a lot of time and effort into Real Talk Recovery and into the Patreon and into helping other people. So I want everybody to listen up, because I'm going to be talking about a couple people. So first of all, I want to give out a huge shout out to Merk. Okay, I know you guys know who Merk is. Merk is our link. He's like the master of all links. He's one of the moderators, but he's also a very good friend of mine and all of us here on Real Talk Recovery. Merk has literally been bending over backwards, you guys, to make sure that he is doing Mara meetings. He is helping other men in recovery. He gives his phone number out. Like, he is really kicking ass and taking names. And he really deserves some recognition, because I couldn't do any of these things if it wasn't for people like Merk helping me, because I am just one person. Okay, so shout out to Merk, man. I'm so proud of you, Merk. You're doing such a good job, and I'm so happy to be friends with you, because seeing you grow in your recovery, I'm gonna get emotional about it, but it's just so amazing to see it. Second person I want to recognize for a job well done and for taking her recovery to the next level, for going the extra mile and helping other addicts and alcoholics, is Nicole. Nicole Marie Cummings has been doing the damn thing. Nicole started out where she couldn't even say anything. You could barely even hear her when she said her name. Hi, my name is Nicole. And now she's running a morning meditation every single morning, you guys. And if you guys want to come to that meditation, I will share the link on the community tab. Anybody's welcome to come to the morning meditation with Nikki. She does a Zoom meeting in the morning at 9 a.m. So I'm so freaking proud of Nikki. She's just been stepping up, you guys. She started working her 12 steps. She calls her sponsor every day. How do I know this? Because I'm best friends with her sponsor. But she has just been doing such a good job, and I'm just so proud of her. And that's exactly what it takes, you guys. Like, when you're trying to get sober, and you have to get right in the middle. Okay, you have to get right in the middle and be like, yo, I need support, I need help, please. And that's exactly what you got to do. Okay, so next person that I want to give some recognition to, who's really been going above and beyond, is Cindy Briggs. Okay, y'all know Mama Cindy. Cindy Briggs is the first person to welcome anybody that comes in the chat anytime we're on a live stream, anytime. Cindy Briggs is the person who comes to me and reports everything back and lets me know if anybody is struggling or if I miss something, because like I said before, I'm only one person. I can only do I'm here at my house trying to do a job, trying to go to my other job, trying to take care of my son, trying to clean, all these things that a mom does, and then also trying to keep tabs of 5,300 people. And so Cindy has been instrumental in helping me do that. So Cindy, thank you so much for everything you do. I don't want you to ever think that I don't notice it. Sometimes I might take it for granted, because we are such just because we are best friends. But I really, really appreciate everything you do to help me. It really makes a difference. Next person I want to recognize, I don't think they're in here right now, is Joe. Joe E. So Joe just joined Real Talk Recovery maybe 2.5, 3 months ago. And the moment he joined Real Talk Recovery, you guys, he started getting right in the middle. Just like I said, he joined Patreon. He started going to Mara meetings with us. He started connecting with other guys in recovery. And now he shares every meeting. Like, it's just such a blessing to have him around. He's so consistent. He's consistently trying to offer help to others. And he says something that I love when he says this. He says, you got to give to get. You got to give to get. You know, when we're in our active addiction, we take and we take and we take and we take. And it's true. In order for us to be able to grow in our recovery, we have to give of ourselves, you know? And so even in the smallest way, if you're a newcomer and you're just now getting sober, right? There's many ways that you can help and give of yourself. Give your phone number out to somebody that just got sober. Hey, if you need support, give me a call. Or let somebody know you were thinking about them. Open the door for somebody when you're going to the store. Pick up, y'all know the deal. Read the 12 steps or the meeting literature at the beginning of the meeting. Come in here and greet people when they're coming into the chat. Like, there's ways to be of service as a newcomer. So y'all, I'm telling you, you can do it. Okay. Okay, those are the 4 people that have really been standing out to me, y'all. And this is not me playing favorites or anything like that. There are many, many more people I could name. I could name so many more people. Sam has been doing really well. He calls me almost every day or texts me almost every day. And we have been becoming really close and getting to know each other better. There's Ashley has been coming in and getting right in the middle. Little Miss Karen, who just started 2 nights ago, has been getting right in the middle. There's a lot of you guys who are getting right in the middle, but I just wanted to recognize Merck, Nikki, Cindy, and Joe, because they've really been like going the extra mile, balls to the wall. I mean, sometimes they do better. They do more than I do, y'all, because they're all over everywhere. So they're really, really kicking ass. So I just wanted to say that real fast. Like I said, it's not me. It's not me playing favorites or anything. It's just, when you see somebody doing well, you guys, it's like we hear enough criticism about what we're not doing. And so when you see somebody doing well and they're improving in their life, let them know. Let them know. Say, hey, man, I see you making changes and I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? Because it feels good. It feels good to know that your peers are looking and watching and they know that you're doing well, you know? So, okay. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys, all of you guys. I'm so grateful to have y'all here. Hey, Brandon. Okay, I'll see you later, man. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in. You should come to the Mara meeting that we're having on August 7th. It's at our care. Also, if you'll send me a message on Messenger on Facebook, I'll send you the flyer for it. Dan, okay, I made a comment on Brandon Novak's page and he replied to me, I would love to find you help, and left his number. Now he leaves a number for everyone in the description, but do you think I should call him? So, okay. I mean, do you want to go to treatment, Dan? Because that's the kind of help he's offering to help you with. He's offering to help you. Do you have insurance? Because he's offering to help you go to treatment. He works for a treatment center, which is not, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you know. I think that's why he gave you his phone number. Second time in this live chat, Nicole, you are changing lives. Thank you. Hey, Jennifer, what's up, girl? I'm glad to have you in here. Oh, you don't need it. Okay, Dan. Well, then, I know you just, here's the thing. Let me just tell you, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how to get help, how to find help for your addiction, okay? And so one of the things that I really want to talk to you guys about is when we're looking for help for our addictions, we're desperate. A lot of the times we don't do research and we can find ourselves in a bad situation, okay? So let me give you an example. I have been following this young man on Facebook, okay? And I stand firm, you guys, on what I believe, okay? I want to share something with you guys that I want you guys to understand. I will do anything I can to help any of you find treatment, whether you have insurance or not, or no insurance. Okay. I will go the extra mile to help you find resources. I will help you get connected with somebody that might have resources to scholarship treatment. So I will do that to help anybody. And I've been doing that for a while now. But let me tell you, I was following this guy on Facebook, and he was on Facebook and he was reaching out for help. I need help. I need help. I need to go to treatment. I need to go to treatment. And he had insurance. And so he got a phone call. And actually, here's the number. Y'all can call me on this number. Oh, yeah, it's right there on the screen. Never mind. There's the number on the screen. If y'all ever need anything, just text me on that number, okay? I can't hear it ring, so text me, and then I'll call you back. Anyway, so this guy's on Facebook, and he was going, I need help. I need help. All right. And so he says, I have insurance. And so all these people that, could help him, that work for places that could take his insurance, reached out to him. Well, he ended up going to a treatment center down in South Florida, okay? He's down there in the treatment center, and he's posting in this group. Merck, you might have saw this guy. He's posting in these groups, and he's saying, I'm here in treatment. I'm in South Florida. There's no bed for me to sleep in. I shouldn't have came down here. This is not a good idea, right? And he's like reporting all these negative things. Well, then a couple of days go by, and he comes on. He's like, never mind. They switched my bed. Everything's going good. It's better now, right? And so I was like, okay, good, good. Then a week later, he posts, and he's like, the place that I'm here at getting treatment just got shut down for insurance fraud and patient brokering. Okay. And I was like, what? And so I want to come on here and talk to you guys about the importance when you're reaching out for help, that you are doing your homework on places that you're trying to ask for help. Okay. Now, I am completely transparent, okay? I work with Dr. B, okay? I answer the phones for American Addiction Institute of Mind and Medicine, which is located in Santa Ana, California. It's an intensive outpatient treatment program, and you also have the option of getting on medication-assisted treatment. And I answer the phones for that treatment center. Okay, so a lot of people call on that number, and they are reaching out for help. Okay, now, of course, these are people that are located in California. If somebody that calls and they're out of state, Dr. B can treat them through telemedicine, but he can't prescribe Suboxone through telemedicine. So it's mainly people that are living in the California area that come to his outpatient treatment. Okay. So full transparency, I answer the phones for him, and I work helping people that reach out to him for help. Okay. Before, the phone number was going straight to him, and he was at work and he was not able to get to the phone calls. So now I answer it 24/7, 7 days a week, anybody that calls. Okay. So I want y'all to know that, like, that's what I do. That is my job, is that. So but my job working for them is also, when somebody calls and they're reaching out for help, my job is to find out, whether they have insurance or no insurance. If they have insurance, I find out if we're able to take it. If they don't have insurance, then guess what? We have other options. Okay. We have cash pay options, and they're actually pretty affordable for people that are, trying to get sober, and especially if you're trying to get on maintenance medication. And so it's like, almost like, how they have levels of care. Okay. So on a sliding scale, almost, that's kind of what it's like. So anyway, but I have had many people who have called that number, okay, and they don't have insurance. And I want to share with you guys, and they have no money, okay, no money at all, no insurance at all. And I want y'all to know, like, when they call that number and they don't have any money or any insurance, do I say, oh, you don't have insurance? Sorry, got to go, click? No, I sit there with these people on the phone for hours sometimes, finding resources, reaching out to other people that may have options for them. And that is the difference between a lot of people who work for these treatment centers and me. Okay. I will sit on the phone and I will literally help you. Okay. Find the treatment that you need. Okay. I'm not going to just push you off and like not help you. Aw, thanks, boss baby. I appreciate you. Daniel, I'm a hustler. Thanks, Daniel. I guess is that a good thing? I don't think it's a good thing. Dan, do you know a methadone detox in Philly? No maintenance, just detox. See, there you go, you guys. And here's so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys because that's what I do. And I had somebody approach me on Facebook like a week or two ago, and they were they're very accusatory to me, and saying things like I'm profiting off of people and stuff like that. And listen, you guys, like straight up, I'm the last person to ever just do this job for a paycheck. Like it literally means everything to me to be able to help people. And I take it seriously. And I treat these people like they would be my own family members. When somebody calls, I don't think you guys understand, like, I have talked to moms, I have talked to dads, I have talked to husbands, I have talked to wives whose family members are dying and they are homeless and they are missing and they can't find them. And every single person that calls, I treat that person like it is an emergency situation, because it is. That person is reaching out for help at that moment. And so when I answer the phone, that's my job to be there and be available to them, whether they have money or not. So just so you know, anybody that ever wonders, that's the truth. And that's the way my job, my bosses, Dr. B and Austin and Dr. G, taught me. They said, you go the extra mile, you follow through, you help anybody. And if you need to get a hold of us and you are up a creek and you can't find an option for someone, then I have people to reach out to that can help me find more options. So that's what I do. Now, when you're reaching out to people on Facebook, I want you guys to understand something. There's a lot of good people like me who work for these places and who will go the extra mile to help you. And then there's some people that are not. Okay. And it's hard to differentiate, right? Who's really there to support you and who's just there because they need to get paid, right? And so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk to you guys about really doing your research when you're trying to find a treatment center, and also asking around. Don't just go and say, okay, there's a treatment center on Google. Hey, can you take me? I need to get in there. The best thing you can ever do is ask around. Ask your friends. Did you know somebody that went to that treatment? You know, did you know somebody that's been there and graduated and had a good experience, or did they have a bad experience? You know, I love hearing about your job with Dr. B. You're so inspiring, helping so many people. Hey, Shelly, I really appreciate that. And I want you guys to know, like, just say, like, when I started this channel in 2017 or 18, I never in a million years thought anybody would ever give me a chance to work for their center, ever. I didn't think anybody would take me on because I'm a person who has sobriety time and I'm on maintenance medication. And so I didn't think anybody would take me seriously. I didn't think anybody would want to have me on their team. And I always knew that I wanted to be able to help other people. I always have wanted to do this. And that's why I do this for nothing here on my channel. That's why I do this and answer the phones, you know? I never thought anybody would allow me to be a part of their treatment team. And now I'm able to do that. And guess what? It's the perfect niche for me. I work for a center that believes in MAT, science-based treatment, and that's exactly what I believe in. And so our core beliefs align perfectly. And I would have never known that if I hadn't started a YouTube channel. I would have never even gotten to meet Dr. B and Austin and Dr. G and all the team there. I would have never even got to be a part of that, you know? And so I really want you guys to know that that's why, like, I look up to Dr. B so much, because he's one of the first people who ever let me know he helped me to see that my recovery is valid. He helped me to understand that what I was doing was right for me and that nobody can take that away from me. And I used to second guess myself because other people told me that I wasn't sober and that I couldn't say I was in recovery. Other people would make videos about me and ask other people, do you think she should say she's sober? And I'm here to tell you, like, that's why I 100% support Dr. B and American Addiction Institute of Mind and Medicine. So, sorry, this isn't like a commercial for Dr. B's treatment center, you guys. I just want to be transparent with y'all and let you guys know, because I know I have a lot of people that are new here on my channel. I always want you guys to know, like, the 411. That's who I work for. That's what I do every day. I'm answering the phones and following through with people who reach out for help. So I'm always going to be transparent with you guys. So anyway, let's get on to the finding resources and finding treatment. One of the best ways to find treatment centers that you can go to that are going to be reputable and that are going to be solid is asking around your hometown. If you know people who have been there and been successful, if you can find other people who have been sober, ask them, hey, how did you get sober? What did you do what treatment center did you go to? Another good thing to do is to go through the reviews, guys. Go and look on Yelp and all those review centers and read the reviews and see, is there a lot of people that complain about one certain thing? You know, and I know when we're super desperate and we're like really struggling that we don't have a lot of time to go through and like find all the, you know, all these things out. I understand that, but I'm just trying to help you guys. I want you guys to find the best treatment for you, you know? So for me, whenever I was looking for help, unfortunately, helping people has bit me too. I gave an addict who seemed sincere my second car. He got felony hit and run with 1 hour. Oh no, Daniel, I'm so sorry, man. That sucks. Boss baby, thanks for the $20. Yes, Freya, I love you, girl. And listen, you guys, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get really emotional. I just want you guys to understand, like, it's such it's a miracle that I'm able to do what I am able to do, and it's my dream job. That's what I need y'all to understand. It's my dream job to answer and be able to answer the phones to people that are looking for help. Okay? I don't have to go around and find them and headhunt. I just answer them. They're already calling me, you know, and so I am so grateful to have this job. But anyways, back to the treatment. You helped me find the right place after dealing with a doctor that was less than helpful. And that's the thing, you guys, like with Candy, thank you for saying that, Candy. And anybody else in here that I've been able to help you find resources or help you just get, you know, go ahead and share your experience. You know what I mean? Because I will go out of my way to help you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that mean that I'm going to be able to find you? Sometimes I'm unsuccessful, just so you guys know. There are people I cannot find anywhere. And so if that happens, I always try to get someone else involved. Somebody that maybe has more options than me, has a bigger network than me. But now that I'm like, the channel is growing and I'm getting more involved here in Arkansas, I'm able to have more network to more people. So like today I had a young lady, she called me like 3 days ago and she lives here in Arkansas and she watches the channel. And she was like, hey, I have a friend that's that's really bad on methamphetamine, and she lives in Russellville and she needs treatment. And I was like, okay. And so we went on Facebook. We went into the Arkansas Peer Recovery Facebook page, and I put out there, hey, I got a girl. She's 36 years old. She's on methamphetamine. She needs help. And we already had a place that had an opening and could take her. And so we were working together. Another good way to find help for somebody that's struggling or for yourself is to reach out for someone that you trust. Somebody, okay, so a lot of you guys, you trust me. You know that I'm not going to just send you somewhere or try to make money off you, right? And so you can reach out to me and I will help you get connected with the right people. You know what I mean? But it's really important because there's a lot of places out there that will take you and they will recycle you, and you'll come out and then you'll relapse and then you'll go back again. And so I really want you guys to take care of yourselves and really just be careful when you're looking for treatment. Now, let's move past the scams. Let's just move and talk about, the different levels of treatment. Let's talk about, how do you decide whether you need to go to long-term treatment or short-term treatment? How do you decide whether or not you need to go to rehab or not, right? So let me share my opinion with you, because like I said, this isn't like in the books or anything. Hey, Jose, I got your text message and I texted you back, just so you know. My Suboxone doctor got his medical license revoked for 5 years. Damn, Daniel, that sucks. Daniel, I told you to call me, man. I would help you find a Suboxone doctor. I helped Corrales, didn't I, Corrales? And like I said, Corrales doesn't see the doctor I work for. I helped him find a doctor that would be in his area. And so that's the thing, you guys. Like, I'm not just going to say, oh, I can't help you see Dr. B, so I'm not going to help you. That's not how I work. Okay. Like, if you need help and seeing Dr. B in California isn't an option, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to help you find somewhere that will be good for you in your state, close to you. If you don't want to get on maintenance medication, I'm not going to tell you, oh, you have to do that. I'm going to help you find a different option. That's how you know when you got somebody that is like working with you and for you, is they are going to help you find what you need, not what they think you need. That's one thing. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I am not a doctor. I am not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. I am just an addict in recovery. And so I am not going to tell you what you need to do. I am going to say, hey, okay, where are you at? What are you thinking you want to do? Are you looking into, and we're going to come and we're going to work through that together. Okay. Let's read y'all's comments. Sorry, guys. Corrales says, yes. Dan says, here it is hard to get a doctor to do a benzo subscript unless you are a long time user. It was a blessing. You truly saved my life. I think, hold on, Freya. Freya says, I think he understands, but I can help you. Okay, Freya. My doctor is amazing. He's specialized in MAT. He obviously wants to help people. I've had a doctor that obviously just wanted money from me as well. It happens. It does, Sonia. It's unfortunate. Karen says, you helped me to be able to realize how important my life is. Maybe I can help others like you one day. I feel like I've hit rock bottom already and I don't want to go back. And this is my new family. That's right, Karen. This is your new family. You're so right. And you can do this. You can help other people. I'm going to have a treatment center someday because Nicole said I can do anything in recovery that I dream of. That's right, Candy. Oh, I love you, girl. You better give me a job. Ashley says, Nicole, I'm down to 4 milligrams. Oh, yeah. Ashley is actually, for those of you guys that don't know, Ashley is going to prison in August. And so we have her address here on Real Talk Recovery if anybody wants to write her while she's gone. But she also was on 8 milligrams of Suboxone. And so she's tapering so that way when she goes in, she won't have such a hard time coming off. So I'm really proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. Good job. I told you you could do it. Nikki, he's helping me with my mental illnesses. That's good, Misty. I'm proud of you too, girl. I was here that night you dialed in Corrales. Yes, that was such an emotional night, you guys. When Corrales called, I cried my eyes out. You know, that was the night that I realized that I was making a difference in people's lives. And I know y'all are probably like, well, Nicole, I can't believe you didn't realize that earlier. I don't know what it was. I just don't think like that sometimes. And then when him and his wife came on, it was so emotional for me, you guys. I watched that video over and over again and cried my eyes out because I just was so grateful and I just couldn't believe it. Like, it just hit me so hard because I've never had anybody come on my channel and just kind of like say how much hope that they had because of my videos. Like, I hear you guys say it in the comments and stuff, but like, I've never had anybody come on and say it to my, I don't know. It was just very emotional. I need help finding something for my panic attacks other than antidepressants. I'm in Oregon. Can you help me find a good place? Yeah, Tiffany. Endless possibilities. Tiffany, send me your number, girl. Text me your number right there on that phone number on the screen. Okay, text me. I got you. Nikki, I think Dr. B's partner or whatever, Dr. G, does mental health. Yes, he does. He is actually a psychologist. Psychiatrist. He's one of those too, you all. And he's really, really smart. Like, really smart. You know me, I'm just like sit there and try to like learn. I think the way you help me, Nicole, is not feel bad about using Matt. That's right, Sonia. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. My doctor actually did he really, Daniel? You can always go to nami.org for mental health referrals. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you for that link. I was going to check that out and help her find someone. Okay, Okay, so Dan says, I got a gabapentin script and I heard another patient at my place say they told her no, which I don't understand. And I don't understand why gabs get a bad rap. Okay, so Dan, so the reason why they might have told her no, that they won't give her a gabapentin script, is because she might be abusing. She might not be in the same, like she might be not in a good place in her recovery. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, whenever the doctors see you, like, at least I know for Dr. B is like, he has to see you and like clinically evaluate you and like get to know your situation and get to know like where you're at in your recovery and stuff like that. Like, I know that to write a prescription, it's not just like, you know what I mean? Like, he has to really sit down and evaluate you. And I don't think gabapentin is bad, you guys. And listen, when I go to California, we're fixing to talk about that in just a second. When I go to California, I am going to take you guys with me and we are going to vlog and y'all will get to see Dr. B's office and treatment center and all that stuff. So that way you guys can see what I'm doing and how I've gotten to where I'm at with my channel and my job and everything like that. Because I always want to just be fully transparent with you guys, and I'm not trying to hide anything. I want you guys to know y'all are a part of this journey with me. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have this channel or my job if it wasn't for you guys being here and being a part of the channel. Like, you guys have helped me get to where I am at. So I'm very grateful for that, for real. So yeah. And Tiffany, please call me or text me on that number and I will help you find a doctor. If you're in Oregon, I know that Dr. B can do telemedicine to Oregon, just if that's an option you're looking at. I thank God every day for you and all you do and all your troops. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have lost everything, including my family. I'm proud of you, man. You're doing the work. You know what I mean? We're just here to support you. Okay. Dan says, when are you going to call, Nicole? When am I going to call? See you later, Karen. Okay. I don't know why my dogs are barking so much. What are y'all barking about? Okay. So back to the treatment. Okay. So how do you figure out whether or not you need inpatient treatment? Have you all ever asked yourselves that? Hey, Stephanie, what's up, girl? Thanks for coming in. So for me, I knew I needed inpatient treatment because I could not stop using on the outside. Normally, by the time we're at that point and we know we need help, we've gotten to a point where we know we've tried to get sober through staying home or going to meetings, and it just hasn't worked. And so honestly, I already knew. I was like, I need help. Yes, Dan, August 9th through the 15th. I already got my plane ticket booked. Can you email me? Oh my God, Misty, I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. Yes, I will. Or because the judge said I'm going to treatment. Exactly. That happened to me when I was on probation. So the way that I figured out that I needed to go to treatment, you guys, like I said, is that I had just tried to do everything. And I remember the first time I ever went to rehab, my mom and dad sat me down. And that's like the first time I think I ever really admitted that I had a problem. I was still just taking pills orally. I hadn't started shooting up yet, but I was really bad off, especially on the Xanaxes. And so my mom had actually looked up the treatment center and knew a couple of people that had been there and had good experiences. And that's how I went into treatment there. If you have insurance, you guys, you can get treatment. You can find treatment easy. It's when you don't have insurance that it's harder to find treatment for yourself. And that's when you have to be creative. Okay. So we're going to talk about being creative in just a second. So 30-day residential treatment, you guys, in my humble opinion, is not enough time. Okay. And the only reason why I say that is because I have went to so many 30-day treatment programs, and when I would get out, you guys, it was just the tip of the iceberg. I was just starting to feel better and get myself back. You know what I mean? My weight was just starting to come back. I was just starting to get clear-minded. And so if anybody is ever looking for help and looking for treatment, if you can go somewhere where it's like a 90-day or longer, I think that is the best option. If you can find a 90-day treatment program, 90 days, 6 months, even a year, I know that can be scary, you guys, but you want to set yourself up for success. You want to find the best help you can. And if you can't find a treatment that's 90 days, if you can get into a 30-day treatment program, but then after you graduate your 30 days, go into a sober living and get into IOP and continue your treatment. Don't just stop after 30 days. And I think that's what a lot of people will make a mistake, is they stop after 30 days and think, okay, I'm sober. I'm doing good. Everything's good now.
Can you give me some grilled cheese?
Yeah, after my life. Everything's good now. I don't need, I did my 30 days.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like we're getting out of jail,
By the way, on Fortnite, I picked Battle Royale. And now whenever I die, I get to respawn.
Do you want me to change it or no?
I like it.
You like it?
And I won.
You won? Will you come say hi to everybody? They want to see you. They saw you. That's my chicken nugget, Nate.
They didn't see me.
For those of you guys that are new to my channel, that's my son, Nathaniel. This is the reason why I got sober. Say hi.
It's nice.
Yes, it is.
That's nice.
You saved my life, remember?
Shut up.
Okay, don't be embarrassed. He gets embarrassed. Stop. Cállate.
Balls.
Cállate.
Balls.
I'm going to kick you in your balls. Now go.
You have real balls.
Anyway, sorry about that, you guys. So, okay.
You can see my
Stephanie says she loves Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have more ones than you because I'm 11.
Going into treatment for 30 days is a great start, but like I said, it's just the beginning, you guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's just
Stop.
Cheer up.
go. Silly. Sorry, guys. How do you know if you need detox or not? Do you guys know? How do you know if you need detox? Okay, so we got that pretty much handled. We know that 30 days is just really the beginning. If you only can get a 30-day treatment center, you guys, like I said, follow it up. Follow it up with intensive outpatient. Follow it up with sober living. Follow it up with meetings and sponsorship. That way you have the best opportunity to get your sobriety and keep it, okay? Because I can tell you, I've been to 5 treatment centers and I would relapse right after I got out. And so I'm just telling you guys from personal experience, okay? I want you guys to have the best option. I want you to have the best chance of staying and maintaining your sobriety, okay? So how do you know whether or not you need detox or not? All right, so a lot of people don't know that you don't always have to go to detox, all right? So the drugs and alcohol that you need to detox off of are alcohol, benzodiazepines, opiates. That's really it. I don't know if anybody takes barbiturates anymore or anything like that, but alcohol, benzos, and opiates. Those are drugs that you need to go into detox to get off of, because you're going to be ill. When you come off of alcohol, you can have seizures, you have delirium tremens, you can have hallucinations, you can die. Okay, so you need medical attention. When you're coming off of benzos, same thing. You can have seizures and you can die. And opiates, you are going to be so ill. So you need to have somebody there that can watch you, take your blood pressure, take all that stuff, make sure your vitals are okay, give you medication that can help you. And so those are the 3 things that you need to go to detox for. Now, some people will tell you, oh, well, I'm on methamphetamine and I had withdrawals. Okay, with methamphetamine and stimulants, your withdrawals are like you need to go to sleep. Okay? I'm talking about being physically dependent, okay, to a drug. And so alcohol, benzos, and opiates, your body becomes physically dependent to, okay? With drugs like cocaine and methamphetamine, it's more of a psychological addiction than it is a physical addiction, okay? So going into detox is really important for, like I said, opiates, benzos, alcohol. If you're somebody who's trying to come off of Suboxone or methadone, those are also medications that you should go into a detox for, or have your doctor taper you low and slow until you just walk off the medication. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. And Kratom, that's another one. I don't know. How's the withdrawal on Kratom, you guys? I don't know if people have to go to detox for that. Now, you guys, I know you're not going to believe me, but there are people who have to go to treatment to get off Kratom, who need the rehab because they have turned it into they have become addicted to it and just obsessively taking it. You know what I mean? Dan, methamphetamine has been here in Arkansas. But I've heard it's moving up there to where y'all are at, and it will keep you up for days. Okay, so I relapsed 9 days after being booted out of Kirkbride for 21 days. What happened, Dan? So does anybody want to come up and share? Hey, Deidre, what's up, girl? What's up? I'm so glad you're here. My detox sweat smelled so bad. Daniel, I know what you mean, dude. I know what you mean. Hey, Des, what's up? Yes, boss baby. And, you know, here's the thing. Some people can take Kratom and they are fine. They don't get it. They don't get addicted to it. But then there's some people who take it and they become obsessed with taking it. And they're just completely addicted to it, just like they were drugs and alcohol. So I'm telling you, every single person's body is different. And so it's not me like judging Kratom. If anybody's here that is utilizing Kratom and it's helping you in your recovery, I am not judging you. I am on maintenance medication. I am on Suboxone. I am very open-minded. I support all pathways to recovery. I support medical marijuana. I support maintenance medication. Like here on this channel, we are all about supporting each other. It doesn't matter what pathway you take. The other day I was talking about this, and I was talking about how I was doing an analogy, and I want to share it with you guys. Okay. So you got two people who have 5 years sober. Okay. One person got 5 years sober by working the 12 steps, going to meetings, therapy, and having a sponsor. And this person got 5 years sober by working a recovery program, maintenance medication, sponsorship, and therapy. Both people are celebrating 5 years sober. Is one less than the other? Is one not as good? No, they just have utilized different tools. Okay, just because the tools that you have in your toolbox are different than the tools that I have in mine doesn't make your recovery better or less than mine. We are both miracles. We are both celebrating 5 years of sobriety. We are both kicking ass and taking names. Okay? Just because somebody else uses a different hammer to build their house doesn't mean their house isn't going to stand tall. Just because I laid my foundation with a different brand of concrete than you did doesn't mean the foundation to my house is going to crack. It's just different. And there's nothing wrong with that. And my sobriety is my sobriety, and it is valid, you know, and I have to say that over and over again, because I know a lot of you are here that are on Suboxone, that are on methadone, that have been told that you're not sober and that you can't share in meetings and that you're not in recovery. Okay. Like, I think it's really important. If you're here and you are not on a maintenance medication and you are a part of Real Talk Recovery and you support me, for you to listen and hear at what other people do to people that are on maintenance, and make sure that you're not one of those people, and that you're standing up and saying, hey, yeah, I'm abstinent. I got sober through the 12 steps, but I support anybody who's bettering their life. And just because Nicole's tools are different than mine doesn't make her sobriety any less than me. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things that is really important to me, that we are standing up for a whole group of people in the addiction space that have been discriminated against. Okay. Maintenance medication has saved so many people's lives. Okay. And we are living to tell the tale, and we are kicking ass. So I'm proud of everybody here that is doing that. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying. Passages Malibu, they treat and heal the underlying causes of addiction so you can live a healthy da-da-da-da-da. Kenneth, yeah, isn't that the same guy that said he was cured? Cured by addiction. Yeah. Hey, Derek, what's up, babe? Glad to see you in here, man. Glad to see you in here. Okay, so now that we got whether or not you need detox out of the way, whether or not you need to go into treatment, how long you should stay into treatment, right? The longer, the better, y'all. The longer, the better, okay? If you can find a treatment center that, like I said, is 90 days, get in there and stick and stay, baby. Stick and stay. Okay, so next line of business. Let me put the link to here's the Patreon link if anybody wants to join. Yeah, and I'm going to get the Facebook link too. That's awesome, Derek. That is awesome. Yeah, right. I want to go to that nice place, you guys. Hey, for real, what's up? I've been good. How about you? How about you? Okay, here's a good question. How do you know? Okay, I have people all the time that reach out and they'll say, how do you know if you're an addict or an alcoholic? How do you know? Or they'll ask about their loved one. How do I know if my loved one is abusing drugs or alcohol? Okay. How do I know? Well, I'm going to tell you. First of all, if you're an addict or an alcoholic and you're asking yourself, am I an addict or an alcoholic? You might be an addict or an alcoholic. So if you find that when you drink or when you use drugs that you find it difficult to stop, you might be an alcoholic or an addict. Okay? If you're finding yourself with your life unmanageable, okay, where you are unable to work a job, unable to go into work on time, unable to take care of your children, unable to make it to family functions, unable to drive your car without wrecking it, you're probably an addict or an alcoholic. But there's only one person that can diagnose you with an addiction or alcoholism. Okay, the only way that you can do that is by diagnosing yourself. Okay, you have to be real and honest with yourself. Okay. Oh, you want a link to come up here, Candy? Oh, did I say I forgot I was supposed to put the link up. Sorry, guys. That's how you know. And it even talks about that. And you guys know, like the way that I got sober is I went to treatment and then I got on maintenance medication and I worked the 12 steps. Okay. And in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, it talks about that. It'll tell you if and when you're using or drinking, you find that you find that it's difficult to stop, right? Or you find that you can't stop, then you're an addict or you're an addict or an alcoholic. Okay. Now, if you're somebody who has a loved one and you're trying to figure out whether they have an addiction, there are many different signs, okay? So if my little boy, let's say he was 21 and he was of age and I was trying to figure out whether or not he was having addiction problems. Hold on, guys. Hey, girl.
Hi. Oh, yeah, good lighting makes you look amazing. Do I look amazing? I look like I've been in a sweatshop in a rainstorm.
You look great. You look beautiful.
I've been out picking raspberries today.
That's what's up. I love raspberries, girl.
Picking raspberries, doing trail maintenance so I can get to more raspberries, and then in a couple of weeks, the blackberries.
That's cool. Candy, tell everybody about your YouTube channel, and then I want you to also tell them about how we met, when we first met.
Okay, everybody. My channel is the same thing as what you see here. It's Candy's Recovery Journey, and I'm also in the recovery genre. I do a little bit of everything, but mostly recovery. I actually was going to ask a question, but since I didn't feel like typing it, I guess I'll just ask here.
Okay.
Y'all know I've been doing some walking every day, and to that extent, I'm getting bored with the same route. Day after day after day after. I see the same things. So I'm thinking about maybe starting long distance hiking. Like backpacking.
Oh, that would be fun.
So, I mean, it's not anything that I'm going to get up tomorrow morning and my pack's ready and I'm out the door, but it's in
that would be good, girl. Stages. Yeah, do it.
You know, I got to do something. I think that's going to help with a lot of things.
You know what? I watched this guy on Facebook. His name is Monty. I know you probably follow him too. Monty Be Abnormal. He has an off-road urban hikers, and him and a whole bunch of people, they always go out and hike every weekend. You could start your own hiking, kind of thing where people come with you.
That's an idea. If anybody's in Maine and wants to hook up, let me know.
There you go, girl. There you go. So how's your recovery doing? How's your Suboxone treatment going with your doctor?
Very, very good. I actually have my doctor's appointment Thursday. So, I mean, everything through telehealth is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
I've adjusted, but honestly,
Good.
with the way numbers are looking all over the U.S., I don't know when anybody's going to be meeting face to face again, but to that extent, I'm still able to see a doctor, so I'm still able to get my meds. I'm grateful for that. I still have to attend a group once a week, so I'm grateful for that because I do get to, you know, connect with the people that I've been in my group with since I started there.
Right.
So recovery is strong. I'm in a better place than I was. That's why I said what I said. If walls could talk, the stories they could tell about the shit that I've been through in recovery. Never mind addiction. Jesus.
You're doing good, though. You stayed consistent and you didn't give up. And that's really what you got to do. You cannot give up.
No, and there were times where I felt like giving up would be better because maybe I'd die and then I wouldn't have to put up with all that. But I don't feel that way now. I got out of the situation. I blocked the people that were the problem. And I'm living my life.
I'm proud of you, Candy. I'm proud of you.
All I can
You guys, Candy went through a really, really hard time where she was homeless, you know, had nowhere to live. And she could have went out and got high and could have relapsed, and she didn't.
Numerous times.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you, girl, because I know I was worried that I was worried about you.
Most that went through what I went through just over the last 9 months alone would have said, fuck this, and went out and relapsed.
Right.
That wasn't an option for me. I don't have another one in me. I honestly do not. I do not.
Right. I'm proud of you for realizing that. I'm really proud of you.
You know, that would be the ultimate brink of insanity right there, is repeating that mistake. And I don't want to find out if I live. I don't want to find out if I'd live or die. It's not that important.
I don't want you to either.
You know, I don't ever want to be that person again. That person was disgusting.
You're doing great. I'm proud of you, girl. You're doing the damn thing.
So
I really am proud of you.
Nicole and I met because I was watching some Facebook videos one day, and one of hers happened to pop up on my recommended, and I watched it, and then I watched another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna call her. And I did, and she helped me get out of a really bad experience with a doctor that was of no help, was very judgmental of me because of my boyfriend, two people that I, you know, lived in the same community with that might say hi to me in passing. I guess I was supposed to keep myself isolated in a bubble or something and not ever speak to anybody, but Nicole helped me find a different option. Well, first she helped me fight with the doctor to get the right dose.
Yep.
And then from there, we just decided that there was no more working with this doctor because it was not beneficial to me. It wasn't helping me. I was on the brink of a major relapse at that point, and that's when we both just said, okay, fucking enough's enough. Candy, find somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I did, and it wasn't a week later, I found a new doctor. I was in for an appointment, and I started with them with group therapy the very next week, and I haven't looked back since.
And the only reason why I wanted you to tell people that is because I want you guys to understand something. Like, I'm not trying to have her tell you all that to toot my own horn or anything like that. It's because Candy isn't paying me any money. I'm not getting anything from her to help her do that. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. It's like, anybody that reaches out to me, I'm going to do the best I can to help you, you know? And the minute I talked to Candy and I heard how distraught she was and how this woman was just treating her like shit. I was like, oh no, we've got to do something about this. And I went to bat for her, and because I wanted to help her, because I knew what it was like, and I've been in that situation. And so I'm not saying that because I want to get recognition. I'm just saying that because I want y'all to understand that if anybody reaches out to me, I will help you any way I can. And I mean that. Like, I'm not just saying that.
No, and keep in mind, people, that I am in Maine. She is in Arkansas, and she was still able to help me out.
Sometimes you just need somebody that has a different, like a clearer perspective and isn't like connected to you like emotionally to like help you see a different point of view. Sometimes it's just that you just need another idea, and we came together and put our heads together and it worked out, I'm really proud of you, girl. I love you very much.
I love you too.
We need to schedule you to come on and tell your story. Hey!
What?
We need to schedule you for a day to come on and tell your story, like your whole story.
Oh, Lord.
Would you do that?
If you want to hear that, don't forget. Of course I would. If anybody wants to hear my story, don't forget to thumbs up Nicole's video before you leave.
That's right. That's right. And also, please go over and subscribe to Candy's channel, you guys. Please go over and support her. She does meditations and everything, okay? And she's also in the Facebook group. So if anybody wants to reach out and chit-chat, she's always there too.
Yes, and I'm also a peer recovery coach, so I have access to resources as well.
There you go. We have all the networks. And that's the thing, like, if I don't know how to help somebody, I can call Candy and she can help find resources. She's in Maine. I'm in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all over the states. All right, girl. I love you. I'm going to let you go.
All right.
All right. Love you. Do you see my mustache, y'all? Okay. Candy is a good girl, you guys. And she has came out and really come far. When I first met her, I'm telling you what, she was pissed because she was working with this doctor who was holding it against her for like an ex-boyfriend or like this lady was so discriminatory against Candy. And I remember calling up there and talking to the doctor and the nurse's aide, the nurse practitioner. And I was like, what are y'all doing up there? This girl is reaching out as she needs help. She has been honest. She hasn't failed the drug screen. And that's all that she needed was somebody to take a chance and advocate for her. That's all I did. That's all I did. You know what I'm saying? And so I want you guys to know, like, if you need support or you need help or you just need somebody to help you call into somewhere, I'll help advocate for you. Hit me up. I got you. Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad you came up here.
I know. I can't believe I did.
It's all good. Tell everybody about your situation. What you got going on?
Oh, I go to court Friday for my sentencing, and so I'm hoping that they won't lock me up on Friday. They'll give me till at least Monday to turn myself in. And then I have to turn myself in. I'll know Friday for sure how long I get, but I can get anywhere from a year to 6 years.
Okay. 1 year to 6 years.
Indiana, they don't offer rehab or treatment center. They just send you straight to prison.
Has you ever been in trouble before this?
No, it was my first drug charge ever.
Well, do you have a public defender?
No, I have a hired attorney.
Why don't you call your attorney and ask them if you need to fight and you could get into treatment. Why can't you do that?
Well, they won't let you in Indiana. They don't do it like that.
What about drug court?
They don't have drug court here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, a year to 6 years. Okay. Well, I'll tell you my experience when I went to sentencing.
I think it's like a purposeful incarceration, he said, where like even if I get 6 years, it's an intense drug program at the prison. That if I get that, I could get out in a year to a year and a half.
Okay. That's cool.
So
I'm telling you, You're going to be okay. It's
I'm
really
nervous.
not going to be bad. I promise you. I was nervous too, but it was nothing but, honestly, girl, it was so easy. I was chilling up in prison.
Yeah.
As long as you got people writing you and putting a little money on your books, you are going to be just fine.
Read and read lots of books.
You could be living high off the hog in prison on some commissary, girl. You're going to be okay.
I'll be
You're going to have all of us to support you too, you know? We got your address. The minute you go down, I'll post your address on the community tab. And then anybody that wants to be pen pals can write you. And then you'll have letters coming in. It's going to be fine. I promise you. You know?
Yeah, that would be great. I just don't want to downside, because I know drugs are all in there, and I just want to stay straight, narrow, and keep doing good. You know, maybe come out even better, learning more tools and work my steps.
Yes, yes. And you know what? Honestly, when I was in prison, I used the last 2 months I was locked up, and it was not worth it because I was constantly afraid that I was going to get popped and get a drug screen. And so I wouldn't, if you can stay away from people that are using, the best thing to do is when you get in there, find some girls that are just trying to stay to themselves and do their time, because you're going to want to have some. I made friends when I was in there. I made friends, and we would talk, and we'd stay up late and tell stories from our life, you know. But for the most part, we had each other's backs, and it was cool. It was real chill. How are you doing on your Suboxone taper? You're down to 4 milligrams?
Yeah, I'm doing all right with it.
Okay. And so listen to me. When you go in, they're not going to let you have Suboxone, are they?
No.
Okay.
So it's going to suck. I know.
I'm really concerned about that.
And then now they have a warrant for my husband, you know. He's got a year to serve, but I guess it's best to get our time done and over with.
Do y'all have kids or no?
Yeah.
Where are your kids going to go?
His mom is going to stay at our house with the kids.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah. I know.
How old are your babies?
Braden's 10, Ariana's 15.
Okay, 10 and 15.
And I have an 18-year-old, but he don't live here.
I hope that you use this time to never go back, because your kids don't ever have to be without you again. You know?
I know, it sucks. It's hard on them.
And you don't have to go back. It doesn't matter how bad it is in prison. It doesn't matter what happens. When you come out, when you get out of prison, if you're feeling froggy and you think you want to go back out and use, take your ass on straight to the doctor and go get back on Suboxone if you have to. Do not come out and go get back to using drugs. And we're going to stay connected. Like I said, I'll write you. I'll send you some books while you're there, because you really, really need to have yourself set up for success when you come out. Okay?
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of is when I come out, you know, not having no Suboxone or nothing, and just I don't want to go back out though. I can't.
You're going to set yourself up for success. When you come out, you will have yourself, we will have everything lined up. So we'll know when you get out. If we have to take measures to get you into treatment or get you on maintenance. What?
Get off. I'm hungry.
Nate, stop it.
Well, get me a grilled cheese.
Okay, I'll make you one in a second. Sorry. If we have to get you on maintenance medication from the prison and have them line you up a doctor's appointment for when you walk out the door, then that's what we'll do, girl. I'll help you do it. I'll help you any way I can.
All right.
You know what I mean? It's going to be okay. Don't get all emotional on me and shit. You're going to be okay. I promise you're going to be okay. Please believe me.
You didn't have me emotional earlier.
Why?
When you started crying, when you was ranting and raving about how people, you know, there's haters. It's all right. You know you're doing good.
It's just I never thought in a million years, I always was so down on myself because I'm on Suboxone. And then there's a lot of people in the community who are down on me because I'm on Suboxone, and they treat me like I'm a
the meetings here, they only have like an AA meeting here in this county, and it's all older people that are, yeah, if you're on Suboxone or methadone, you're not sober. Yeah, I went
Right.
through that.
And
That's why I was glad I found your channel.
The reason why people, here's the thing, you guys. The reason why people do that is because they've only been taught one way to recover, and that's through the traditional 12-step recovery, abstinence recovery. That's all people have been taught for like years. So now we have technology and we have this amazing medication that is helping people that are struggling with opiate addiction, saving their lives.
It saved my life.
It's new, and it's not new, but we're speaking out and we're claiming our recovery now. And I think for a long time, people on methadone, people on Suboxone would hide in the shadows, like not say that they were that they were sober, or they would never tell anybody. And I don't think you should have to hide your recovery. If you're on Suboxone, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for taking the step and getting the help and going that extra mile,
Yeah.
So, oh, girl, that's my pet peeve. And it really used to affect me. Like, I get emotional about it now because it makes me upset for other people, because I know how much it upset me when I was first starting out. And so I know how it can affect other people and how bad it hurts to have other addicts and alcoholics telling you you're not in recovery. It fucking hurts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like we're already beating ourselves down. I'm already hard on myself because I had to get the extra help. Because I think, why couldn't I have done it like those people? Why couldn't I got sober through that? Oh, I
tried.
I must be defective. I must be messed up because I can't get it like other people. So I'm already beating myself down. You know what I mean? Right. I don't need to hear it from someone else. So I'll forever stick
You're
up.
Doing good.
We are doing good.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that you came to my channel, girl. It's like you came right along and got right. Ashley was messaging me on Facebook. And like, hey girl. I'm like, hey, what's up? I love you guys. And then there's was it you that called me on the Real Talk Recovery phone?
Yes.
No. Yes, it was. And you were like, is this really Nicole? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, because, I tried to reach out to other people on Facebook, and we are not going to go there.
I know what you mean, girl. I know. And you know what? I know those people have like millions of followers and stuff, but it's just like, if you are saying you're going to reach out to people when they reach out, then at least reach back out to them. At least call them when they reach out to you. Like, if your job is to help others and you have a page that says, contact me, I'll help you. This is what I do. Okay. I wake up every morning. I check my emails. I check my text messages. I check my voicemail. And I write down the phone numbers of people that I need to call back or text back. Simple.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it is for an addict or an alcoholic to reach out for help? I know you do. Do you know how much of a courage it takes to reach out to somebody like me, your peer? So when that person is reaching out, that might be the only person that they have the courage and they get the balls to do it then, because they're so ashamed. And so when you just leave them on read and don't call them back or message them back, that's just totally defeats their hope. And so you could be that one person between them getting sober or dying, and you're just leaving them there hanging. I have people that message me on Instagram, on Messenger, on Facebook, people that message the Real Talk Recovery cell phone number, and I go through, and it might take me a little bit, but I really fucking answer every person because it's important.
Right. You never know.
It's serious. This is people are literally dying.
That's my friend's husband died the other day. They had been sober for like a month or two, and they went out and got him some more heroin, and he overdosed that night.
Damn.
And I told her on my Facebook page, I'm like, I'm so sorry. If you need anything, I'm here. But
yeah, for sure. Tell her to come hang out with us. Tell her we'll help her through it. We'll support her through it. You know?
Yeah, I will.
Damn, that sucks. That's my biggest fear, is that happening to Neil.
And
That's
see,
why.
that was her biggest, that was, she didn't work or anything, Tommy took care of the house, the bills, the everything. So she's just a wreck now.
Well, I love you, girl. Listen, we're going to write you, so don't worry. We got your back.
I appreciate it.
And I'm
You know
proud of
how
you.
letters are in there.
I know it's kind of embarrassing to come up on here, so I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, it is.
You did a good job. See, now it's easy.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Love you, girl.
You too.
See, you guys, easy peasy, chicken deasy. Who else wants to come up? Who else wants to come up? We're having a good time. We're chilling tonight. Let me get the link. We're chit-chatting and having a good time. Come on up. Anybody else wants to come up and share? I love hearing about y'all's days. So get y'all's asses on up here. Hold on. I got to get the link now. Oh, yes, Ashley. We are going to write Ashley. Hey, Robbie. I think I just saw Robbie. Robbie, are you in here? Robbie just celebrated 30 days sober, you guys. Shout out to Robbie for his 30-day sobriety. Super proud of you, man. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a burp, y'all. Don't be a loser. Go sub to Robbie. I love that. Like they're recovered and living some spiritual life, judging you. Right, Sam? Right? I know. But you would be surprised, right? And I'm so glad to see you in here, Kenneth. I hadn't seen you in a while. It feels like we are just. I'm telling you what. Okay, so like I was saying before, when people reach out for help, you guys, we have to treat that person. We have to treat it like it's life or death. Okay, so you know how when you're I'm going to cook Nate a chicken or a grilled cheese sandwich while I chit chat with you guys. Okay. You know how when you are, Nate, I'm making you a grilled cheese. You know how when you're in the emergency room and, well, they're supposed to treat you with urgency, but they treat you, urgent, like it's an emergency. When we're answering the phones for people that are struggling with addiction, that's how we have to treat each phone call, like it is a 911 emergency, because it is. That person, like I said, could be reaching out, and that could be the last time that they do it, and then they could go out and relapse and die. You know what I mean? So it's hella important. And that's why, like, if you're not passionate about helping other people, if you're not passionate about doing a job where you are in the helping position, don't do it. If you're burnt out and you're tired of giving of yourself, take a break. Oh, Monica, I am so sorry, girl. I am so sorry. Are you okay? How are you hanging in there, girl? You got it, Merc. You got it. Monica, damn. Are you okay? I really hope you're okay, Monica. If you need anything at all, you know what to do, girl. Just call or text me. Grief is really difficult. I know I struggle with grief. When I grieve, it's not very, I don't think I grieve in a very healthy way. You're struggling. I imagine. So, Monica, we've been doing the Mara meetings almost every single night. If you want to join us for the next Zoom meeting, there's going to be some, isn't there one tomorrow, Merc? And then if you want to come in and be in the Facebook group with us, and then I can add you to our, that extra chat, you guys, that we have that used to be for members. Let me get that. Hold on. I'll get the link to it. Hold on. We had a members chat, but we don't really use it anymore. What I can do is I can put it in the chat for anybody that wants to come in there and be in there that that can't afford to join Patreon, there can be just like a, here you go. Okay, there's the extra chat, you guys. It's got all of us in there. And you can join in there and be a part of that chat. It's just to be in there. And Discord. That's a good idea. Good idea, Freya. Let me get that too. Okay. Okay. There's lots of support, you guys. Lots of support. Okay. I'm so sorry, Monica. My best friend relapsed and crashed his car 2 weeks ago, killing him and one innocent lady on the side of the road. He was going so good, only 28 years old. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's hard, you guys. Addiction is, it's hard. Monica, you're in my prayers, and I will tell my mom so she can put you on her prayer list also, okay? Oh, what were we talking? Okay, so yes. Does anybody else want to come up and share? Y'all are all welcome to come up and share. Did I put the link in there? I don't think I did. Hold on, let me get it. You guys, I got to buy a new laptop. This laptop is just like not high tech enough. So I'm fixing to have to shell out $1,300 for a brand new laptop. But it'll be worth it, and I'm not going to have to buy one for a long time because this one will actually be up to par. Because the one I have right now was only $200. It was a really cheap one. Okay. There's the link if anybody wants to come up and share tonight. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying. Thank you, Merk. Fundraiser. Girl, I wish I couldn't do that to you guys. If you want to help me with my new laptop, just join Patreon. Just join Patreon. That's a way you can help out with a laptop. I'll tell you though, I'll show you guys what it's going to look like, because my boss sent me a recommendation for one that's like really nice. So I'm going to show you guys, because I have to have a laptop with like 16 to 32 gigabytes or something like that. So let me show you guys the laptop, because he picked it out for me. He said, this is the one you need to get. So I was like, okay. Okie dokie. Buy this laptop. Okay, so it is, let me show you guys. Oh yeah, boss baby, you are right. I'm making it right now, son. Don't even come over here acting like a fool. Don't even get crunked over here, boy. Don't hit me, Nate. I'm cooking food and it's hot. Don't hit me, son. Don't hit me. Any Australians, especially if you live in Victoria, what'd you say? Hold on, Des. I'm trying to see. In Victoria, as well as this site, I am in recovering addict. So if you need help, reach out to me. I have 16 years. There you go. Thanks, Des. Anybody in Australia that's struggling, reach out to Des. He will surely help you out, especially if you're in Australia. So thank you, Des. You're awesome, man. We appreciate you for real. Nate, you want your Happy Meal? Huh? What? How many wins did you have? 12 wins. He has had 12 wins, you guys. So this is the laptop. It's a 32 gigabyte RAM. MSI.
You should get megabytes.
And it is $1,100, y'all. Look at that.
$1,100, you mom. That can be mine. That's gonna be mine when I grow up. No,
I have to get this for work. It's going to be worth. So it'll all work out in the long run.
Mom, are
but
you
know
cooking
what?
my grill?
I am cooking your grilled cheese.
Where is it? Is it in the microwave?
I never realized how expensive it is to have a channel and to have just anything. Nate, don't do that, please. Stop.
Wait, it can connect from all the
Yes, Nate, stop. Thank you. Okay. It's expensive. All this stuff is expensive to have for your channel. That's why, Nate, please stop. That is why you guys, like, if you're struggling with addiction, reach out for help. Like I said, I'll do anything I can to support you and help you. Anything I can, you guys, okay? Now, if you, Freya, you're so sweet, girl. Hey,
Mommy, are you cooking
PayPal.me / here's my PayPal if you want to help out a little bit. You don't have to though, okay?
You better cook it right now, little bunghole.
I am, Nate. We're kind of getting off
Tell
topic
him
now.
I found a way to be in a battle royale in Fortnite.
Battle royale.
Like when you die, you get to respawn and play the game.
Hey,
again.
Kenneth, it would be better to do it on PayPal because YouTube takes 30% of the super chats.
Mom, put it in, cook it.
So here you go. And like seriously, you guys, anybody that donates,
is it grilled cheese
I will make a list and show you guys the laptop when I get it. But you don't have to, guys. You don't have to. Please don't. Like, you don't have to do that.
Wait,
like,
did you burn it?
No, I did not burn it, Nate. I cooked it perfect.
Well,
why you gotta be judging my grilled cheese?
Why does every grilled cheese have that little black stuff on it?
Because I cooked it.
No, just why does it have it on there? I'm just telling you.
Okay.
No,
he's judging my grilled cheese, y'all.
No, I'm not. I love my grilled cheese.
Okay, I love you.
I like grilled cheese.
I love you, Poop Stain.
I'm too
Seriously though, if you guys, I don't like asking for stuff like that because I have a job, I work. But if anybody wants to help the cause, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind you helping. Okay. So let's keep on chatting. I'm having a good time tonight. Does anybody want to come up and share tonight? Let me get the link one more time. Hey, no pain, no gain. What's up? Welcome to the channel. God bless you for being here. I appreciate you for coming in and showing support, man. Yeah, Bubba.
Right when I got my grilled cheese, the internet doesn't work.
Really? No, it's on. It's still working.
Then why can I not watch YouTube?
I really appreciate you guys. After we get that new laptop.
Why can I not watch YouTube?
I don't know, Nate. I don't know. After we get the new laptop, it is going to be such good quality. Y'all are going to be so excited. Sammy.
Hey,
what's up, Sam?
What's up, Nicole?
Hey, babe.
I just figured I'd just share a little, you know, because I've never come up before and stuff, and just a little about, like, what you've helped me with and what I'm doing. So, like, when I first started listening to you, it was, like, probably in, like, October, you know, September, something like that. And, and I was just, like, listening. I wasn't really doing anything. I, like, had come off a relapse, like, a meth relapse. I actually got on Suboxone a long time ago. I never relapsed on heroin after, but I've been on it for, like, 5 years or so, you know what I mean? But tapering down, but I'm still trying to taper down lower. But, so I just come off, like, that relapse of, like, meth and just benzos and stuff, and it was bad. I felt bad, you know, and I would just listen to your thing. I just randomly found you, and then I would just keep listening, and I liked what you were saying, and it was like I'd been to AA and NA and all that forever, and it just some of it I would like hear what I would like take what I wanted from it, but disregard a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how like so. And then I'm not sober because I'm on subs. Or if I smoke pot, like I'm not sober, and so like you can't share, and you feel just like judged, you know, totally. And I didn't feel like that over here, so then I just started like chiming in with texts, you know, and then just trying to like catch every meme that I could, and then COVID happened, so then I had all this time, and we were on lockdown. California is crazy with COVID. They're just so ridiculous what they do.
I know,
they're out of their
to be honest with you, In Arkansas and in Missouri, like it's not like that. Like we're living our best lives.
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here.
Out here, they're out of their minds. They locked us in our house for like 3 months. Now it's way, way worse, and everything's open, but outside only under tents. So if your business has a parking lot, you can do business. But if not, you can't, because you can't do business outside. But like, what if you're a florist or something, or a jeweler? You know what I mean? You can't do business anymore. Whatever. And then yeah, whatever. It's a mess, really. But and in different cities like LA, like the protesting thing, like Democratic mayor cities are getting their protests squashed from, you know what I'm talking about, like the government, the federal government and stuff. So like Portland, Seattle, LA, San Francisco, places like that. But so I don't know really what's going to go on with COVID out here, but that's when I started being able to listen to, like, catch a lot more of it. You know, I don't want to go into like a whole COVID political rant because I can like talk forever, kind of like you.
Yeah.
But, that's when I started to listen a lot more, right? And I was like, I'm going to try to get involved more, and I'm going to start trying to like cut little things out of my life, like like tighten up my circle, because like just from being around the recovery community, I honestly have people that I don't want around me from being around that. Some people, you know, and so I decided to I made a sole proprietorship for culinary like consulting, and because you can't be a chef, because I can't work as a chef in California right now. Maybe outside, so whatever. I'm not dealing with that, you know. And I figured I'm not trying to work for somebody else. It can be like me, and then you know, I can try to make it myself. It'll be up to me, you know. I can sell myself way more than I can sell like your food that I'm cooking for you for $15 an hour type deal.
Yeah.
And so I just got that today, the paperwork in the mail for that. So like I'm trying to set like SMART goals, like long, short, you know, whatever. There's like a SMART, it's like sustainable, blah, whatever. It stands for something, but just, and then like gratitude lists. I've been writing gratitude lists, and then like also trying to like put people that are bugging me that I can't deal with, or pray for people that I got issues with, and then I'm trying to do good things and just try to treat everyone with love and respect, and then try to keep my personal like mental attitude positive. And I'm also been tightening up my circle and trying to get new friends that are only good, and then the only friends I'm keeping are the ones that are good and love me and care about me, you know. So that's what I've been trying to do, and it's actually been working. And I sort of see it, hang on, let me get this. I sort of see it like I kind of feel like what I've got going on will work, you know. And I also have this charity that I've established, or we're starting to. It's really hard to establish 501c. They're kind of expensive to open, but we have one, and it's like in the memory of my mom, who passed away when I was like 13, and my little brother. This is my little brother right here, just to say hi. But
hey,
that's and then his ex-girlfriend passed away when he was about 20 or 19. So it's like my mom's name's Kathleen and her middle name is Rose. So we're just going to call it Kathleen's Roses. And my long-term goal would be to be able to run that as a job and help like homeless and less fortunate in California, or maybe move out of California actually and somewhere else. But that's like a long-term goal, you know. Short-term is just like... You
could definitely do that.
Yeah, I think so, you know. Like I'm not that dumb, you know. I've been like, I know some things. Like I can figure it out. I can get a mentor who's done it before. I know a few people who've opened them, like some good friends of mine. Like one girl I know opened a couple dog rescues that she did great with. And I have a few leads on other people that have done some stuff like this to help for homeless and less fortunate. And because like we just wrote a check for $5 trillion, right? And we got people starving on the street. Can't get medicine. What did you do with that money? We're like not taking care of our people, you know what I mean? I get it's capitalist country, but come on, dude, at all costs, you know?
It makes me so sad, man.
Me
like
too, man.
I'm actually really kind of like nervous to come to California and see how bad it is there, because it's not like that here.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad. It's just so like they contradict each other. They say one thing, then contradict it and say that this is good now and it's true, and all it is they're trying to make people go back to work to take away their money that they have to give them, you know? That's what it is. It's saying that they're going to cut the payroll tax, which is going to give people not much more money, and they don't like people making more on unemployment than they did at work. But the problem is their jobs aren't there anymore, you know? And the ones that are there are outside in a parking lot of their business. So that's not really even you know what I mean? How it
What
works.
I'm nervous about is like, because I know that I'm gonna go around with Dr. B and them and like help people that are homeless out there, because they have like a program where they go out and they give like, you know,
Clean
clean,
needles.
yeah, stuff like that
Yeah.
out there to help people. And so
Yeah.
here in Arkansas, like there's like maybe one or two homeless people when you're driving down the road, but I have seen videos of California and how there's just tents everywhere.
Totally. Totally. Every time I go to even the ATM, they wait by the ATM, and I don't mind either. I'll help them out, like, to some extent, right? I'll help them out a pretty good bit if I can too, you know? I don't care what they do with the money. Like, I know that feeling, and it's awful, right?
Yeah.
And we're not helping them, like, at all. Like, they can't get, like, UI or PAU money or any of that CARES Act. They don't have an address at internet. And the money for me to get, or my brother, it was so hard for us to get it. We were going broke for 3 months before they could even answer the phone. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't give you, see, because we, here in Arkansas, me and my husband, we got our check, like our stimulus check, like, right away.
Right. Yeah, the stimulus came normal, but then like the other stuff, like unemployment, the phone line was unanswerable for 3 months. So it took 3 months to get through. And I'm like, what's going on? Why? And they're like, well, what was your email from 2017? I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, well, that's why, because you don't have the right info. I'm like, dude, I've been trying to call you for 3 months, right? I had to write the local city councilman's secretary, and she sent me a number and said, this number they'll probably answer. And after calling that, they answered, you know?
Yeah.
So that's
I'm so proud of you, Sam. Like, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like,
I'm really
proud that you're getting involved and that you're like, Sam's been texting me. We've been texting for a while now.
The workout thing too, like I think I can help you with that. Like for real, I think I can help you with that for real.
You're gonna, and listen, when we do it, we're gonna do it on Zoom, and so I'll kind of like let you help lead the way, okay? Because you can be like my assistant.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna like try to kill you with it either. Like I actually got in pretty good shape recently just because of all the time I had, but it's pretty simple. I know it's hard with the food, and I might not understand that aspect so well. So that's where like we kind of figure out ways that like you can still get like
I've been doing really good. Like I've been doing really good with my food, y'all.
Awesome.
If for anybody that like today I had a salad. Honestly, I don't know what has changed, but I'm not obsessing over food anymore.
Awesome.
Like I wake up and I'm more mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth. Like I can't even explain it, but I feel great. I came off that vacation and it was like I had just been rejuvenated, and I'm like, okay, you don't need to eat 3 cheeseburgers from McDonald's with a side of fries. Like that's not going to feed your body.
Or
and
like,
so I'm telling you, man, like
really,
something had to
Same
click.
Deal.
I can do that.
It was an obsession of mine. It was an unhealthy addiction to food. And now I have been practicing changing the way I think around food, just like I practiced changing the way I think with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, I don't know what it is, but something has clicked, and I feel like it's only up from here. Like
I think it's very similar. You know, I've known a lot of people, especially girls with food issues, and I think it's very similar to probably drugs and alcohol. The way that you obsess and get anxious or things like that, you know?
Yes.
So I just think like then the workout doesn't have to be like super long and super hard too. It can be like 20, 25 minutes, and your heart rate will still be up for a while after, you know? And then, and like those little watches and stuff. Yeah,
did you go to the tanning bed?
California? No, it's in. I've been out in the. I've been outside a lot.
You look great, man.
Thanks.
Y'all, Sam's
I'm
been
half
doing
Italian
burpees
too, so you know what I mean.
He's been doing. Tell him about he was like doing 100 burpees on his channel, and I was like, damn.
I was just trying to like do it to get fit, but then like it worked. Like, dude, it works good because they're so hard, you know. And then like I'm half Italian, so in the winter they're like, you're so white, but in summer people are like, what happened to you? I'm like, I'm like, my mom's full Italian. I get real dark. Like I will get dark. So, but
I'm half Italian.
Yeah, right.
Too. That's awesome. That. We could be brother and sister.
Maybe, right? Who knows?
I love you, Sam, man. I'm so glad to have you.
Cool.
I'm so glad to have you a part of the Real Talk Recovery, for real.
Cool. And then, yeah.
I really am.
Thank you. And then, yeah, I'll follow up with you on, like, the Patreon or text you whatever about that stuff with the workouts if you want, you know, like, we'll figure something out for that. If that keeps you accountable or whatever, that, like, keeps me accountable too, you know what I mean? So, to just whatever.
And you know what? It always helps me to help somebody else. It helps me. So helping me will help you.
Yeah. And you helped me a lot already, honestly. So, like, I feel like my future is looking good, and I actually, for the first time, have a chance that I have something that I can make work if I don't mess it up, you know? And that's a good feeling. It's scary, though. It makes me a little anxious and not, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's overall a good thing, you know? And then just be positive and love everybody, and hopefully I'll be just any negative shit can just leave me alone for now, you know? And then I'll get that in a few months. I'm going to move and I'll have my own place and then you know, my own, you know, and yeah, so.
And you know, if you need anything at all, you just call me, okay?
Sure.
I'll help you any way I can.
All right. And then, yeah, we'll just figure out that workout stuff too. Cause yeah, you got that. I know you do, dude. It's not even that. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Easier than you
I
think.
love you, Sam.
Love you.
We're going to hang out when I come to California, right?
All right, cool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you have time, I would love to, you know? All right. And are you going by yourself? You have to go by yourself?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It'll just be me.
Okay, cool. I was going to say if your husband's there, I'm cool. I'm like a weirdo around guys. I can like be his friend
He's
too.
Cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I'm excited.
All right.
All right, be good.
I will. All right, bye.
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 What, baby? What's wrong?
I don't know.
Sorry, Nate's over here. Okay, that's Sam, you guys. Sam just joined Patreon yesterday, but we have been texting with each other back and forth, and he came on the channel one day, and then I went over to his channel, and he is a beast. Literally, bam, dropping, bam, 100 burpees, and I'm like, holy cow. Dude, I cannot, y'all. Y'all know I hate those burpees. Man, I love you guys so.
Are you saying you can't even do one burpee?
Oh, I can do one. I can do one. But they're hard. Have you ever done one?
Do 4?
Salute. They pay my bills too. I told them, let me chip in, and they took me up on that. What are you talking about, Dan? Mine got raised 200 until we. Oh, you know what I did with that check we got, you guys? We put it in the savings account. But you know, I have to have money saved up because when tax time comes, the job that I do, working for Dr. B and them, it is a job where I have to. There's no taxes taken out, so I have to do I have to pay my own taxes at the end of the year, which I'm kind of nervous about, but that's why I've been putting money back because I don't want to come to the end of the year and be screwed, you know? Oh my gosh, Dan, Dan, have you not ever done like prison workouts? A burpee is when you, okay. It's a squat thrust, some people call it. Okay, I'll show you real fast, okay? So this is a burpee, and it sucks. So you go down, bump, 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 bump.
What was that?
It is hard, okay? It is hard. Don't make fun of me. I'm full. I will think about working out tomorrow. Mahalo. Yes. Oh, gosh. Sam is so great, you guys. He's such a good. I love him. I love him. That's what a burpee is. Oh, what's wrong, Bubba? What's wrong? Do not throw that at me. What's wrong? Talk to me. What do you want from me?
I just want you to get off.
Okay, I'm going to end it now, okay? You want to tell everybody, you want to say hi to everybody before I go? Does anybody else want to come up and share before I go?
No.
Do you want to share anything with anybody? No. Anybody else want to come up before I go? I don't want to leave you guys if anybody wants. Oh, yes, I will, boss baby. And listen, you guys, like if you join Patreon, I don't ever like you don't have to join and pay like it's literally $2 a month. So just being in there and supporting me, I really appreciate it, you guys. www.patreon.com
This marker
Real
doesn't even have any ink on
Talk Recovery. I made it cheap because I want everybody to be able to join. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Merc. Merc's on it. Waiting for number 2. What's number 2? What was I supposed to do number 2? Tell me so. Did I forget? Was I talking? It really is. It is hard. It's not easy. Do you want to come up and share, Nikki? You want me to fix the TV? Is that what you're upset about? Okay. Come on, you guys. We're going to go up there and fix Nate's TV. That's why he's upset with me. Because it's messed up right now. Nate the Great. That's what we call him. Oh, that's okay, Dan. Anytime you want to join, it's always there. Come on through. When you join, it doesn't matter what tier you join, but when you join, it gives you access to our private chat. Honestly, you guys, that's the best part of being in there, is that you're connected with 50 other people. And so everybody's in there chatting. Merc's always in there. He shares all the meeting links and stuff. And so that's what makes it so awesome. I put stuff in there, like I put videos and stuff in there, but it's really about the community and the fellowship. That's what makes it so good. And it's just a way for you guys to support me and my channel. You know, so I really appreciate it. Anybody that joins, I really freaking appreciate it. So, what is going on, dude?
I don't heck know.
It should be, let's go turn my TV on. Because I'm having a good time tonight. I haven't got to live stream with my people in a while.
Your peeps?
My people.
No, your peeps.
My people.
No, your peeps.
No, my people.
Your peeps.
Let me see what y'all are saying. Yes, Boss Baby, I got it all. I got it all. I used my card to pay everything. Boss Baby, you want to see him, Nate? He's literally the Boss Baby. He's famous. You want to see him? Let me show you. Boss Baby, comment again. See? Yeah, I know, right? Can you believe it? Boss Baby's part of my channel. Oh, your stimulus check. I was like, what did I forget to say, Nikki? Oh, yeah. PayPal is the way to go if y'all want to support. Look at me. He has had my attention all day today, you guys. All day. We've been out and about.
If you were me and I was you, and doing what you're doing right now, you would probably have a lot of anger management.
Really? Why do you think that?
Because what I'm experiencing is...
Look at me. You know I love you more than anything in the world.
Oh, you better shut up.
You know you're my number one.
Oh, you better. Wait.
Who do you want to watch? Here.
F penises.
Here you go.
F penis.
Stop talking about penises, Nate.
Penises!
Oh, Lord.
Penis, balls.
Y'all, please help me. Do y'all's sons say this? Do they talk about peeps? Oh, okay, come on. Now, what other YouTuber do you know that keeps it real as we do over here on Real Talk Recovery? Okay. Now we're back downstairs. Okay. Your roof is leaking. Uh-oh, Nancy, that's not good. Okay. Okay. What? I'm having a good time chit-chatting with you guys. We're going on 2 hours, so we'll wrap it up here in a minute. Hey, Hitman. Hitman, how are you doing, hun? Here's the PayPal link. And listen, do not donate, you guys, or send any money or anything like that if you can't. Do not do that, okay? Don't make... This is just if people want to support me for recovery. And I promise you, you'll see what I get because I'm going to go buy that laptop. Okay. There we go. Okay. YouTube rejected my comment. That's weird. Anyways. Not good. What's going on, Hitman? What's going on? Talk to us. Hey, Merc, can you link the StreamYards? Because my phone is doing a damn update, so I can't do it. Are you all right, man? I know you've been going through it lately. I've seen a lot of people trolling you. Jose, I'm so glad you came back. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about next. Do I have any? I need to make a list, okay? What guys are in here? Men that are willing to sponsor, and then women that are willing to sponsor. If there's anybody in here that is willing to sponsor, that's a man, let me know. And then women, because I'm trying to get together a list. So that way, when people reach out, oh, it's okay, Mark. When people reach out, I can give them these people's information. So Jose reached out to me, I think yesterday or the day before, asking about sponsorship because his probation officer wants him to get a sponsor. So Jose, just so you know, I am working on it. I am working on finding a guy that you can work with. I don't know, Dan, were you? I didn't see your comment, baby. I didn't see your comment, but it rejected my comment. YouTube did. For some reason, it says it rejected my link. Trev wants a chance. He better, cause we still shut down for 6 months. I saw that comment. Was that the comment you're... Candy, I know who it was. I literally have people that are... We know who it was, don't we, Merc? She's probably watching right now. Do you really, boss baby? I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It might have, listen to me, what words did it have in it? Sometimes the words are blocked. About meet Kevin. I don't know. I didn't see it, baby. I didn't see it. Say it again and I'll see if it pops up. That's right. That's right, Freya. Freya, how are you doing, girl? Are you doing better? Is everything doing good? I am so glad we had this tonight too. And you guys, like, I missed you guys while I was on vacation, but I really needed to unplug. I really needed to unplug. And so, yes, message me on IG. I'm so, like, that vacation, it really gave me a chance to just like unwind. And now I feel like I am back and better than ever. Like I am ready to help. I am ready to be of service. I am ready to give myself, you know? Me, Kevin, getting rich on stimulus. Oh, yeah. I watched that one guy who talks about the stimulus checks, you know? Okay, so let's talk about, okay, so let me read. So I want to talk to you guys about one thing before we go, okay? All right. So a sponsor is somebody who takes you through the 12 steps, okay? So step 1 is we admitted we were powerless over drugs and alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. I say drugs and alcohol because I'm powerless over both, okay? So let's read this and then we will part our ways. Who cares to admit complete defeat? Practically no one, of course. Every natural instinct cries out against the idea of personal powerlessness. It is truly awful to admit that, glass in hand, we have warped our minds into such an obsession for destructive drinking that only an act of providence can remove it from us. Let me see. Okay. When first challenged to admit defeat, most of us revolted. So when we first were told, hey, you need to admit and accept that you're powerless over alcohol and drugs. I know for me, I did not want to admit it. And I surely didn't want to accept it because I still wanted to use and drink. I still thought I could do it and not have negative consequences. Now, oh yeah, Freya, you can come up with the camera off. We had approached AA or NA or Real Talk Recovery expecting to be taught self-confidence. Then we had been told that so far as alcohol is concerned, self-confidence was no good whatsoever. In fact, it was total liability. Our sponsors declared that we were the victims of a mental obsession so subtly powerful that no amount of human willpower could break it. So a lot of people think if you could just will your way to sobriety, right? It has nothing to do with willpower, okay? The obsession to use drugs and alcohol it's a mental obsession. And so a lot of people that don't understand the disease of addiction, they think that us addicts and alcoholics are just weak, right? But that's not what it is. We are probably some of the strongest people you'll ever meet. It has nothing to do with willpower. If it did, Merck, thank you. If it had anything to do with willpower, we would all have just willed our way into recovery, right? A long time ago. And so, anyway, thank you, Merck. I will get Jose and connect him with you. I don't want to overload you, though. Freya, you are so funny, girl. You are so funny. Admitting and accepting that we have addictions, you guys, it can be really overwhelming. But once you do and get past that whole point, let go of that. Look at us now. Look at everybody in this chat. Everybody in this chat is a freaking miracle. And I just want you guys to know that I'm so proud of every single one of you. I am so proud of the progress. Each one of you is making progress. You might think, Nicole, what are you talking about? I'm not making progress. You know what? You are. You know why? Do you know why you're making progress? Because you're spending a Monday night talking about recovery and hanging out over here. What would you, Candy? Okay, got you, girl. Thank you. What would you be doing if you weren't here? When you were in your active addiction, what were you doing? Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. And here's the thing, you guys, like, even if you're just willing to be an accountability partner to somebody that they can call and they can reach out. I know Joe is willing. That can help too. You know, some people maybe they don't want to do the 12 steps, but they just need somebody that they can connect with and talk with. So this is just anybody that's willing to help another addict or alcoholic, I would just let me know, because I have people that reach out to me every day that need help and support. Starting to get better, though I borrowed money today. Hey, that's okay, Dan. Joe, we were just talking about you early on in this video. I was talking about you. You need to go back and watch the beginning of the video. Okay, Freya, that sounds like a great idea. I would love to have you on your year, girl. Joe, we love you, Joe. Joe, we were just talking about, so at the beginning of the video, Joe, I was giving some recognition to people that have been going above and beyond. And I recognized you, Merck, and Cindy, and Nikki. Okay, boss baby, I got you. I'm going to call you boss baby. And let me tell you what this entails, you guys. So, hey, Crazy Legs, if you're somebody who is willing to be a support system, basically. So men and women that reach out to me, I will give them your phone numbers. So if you're somebody that is willing to help support another addict or alcoholic, please text me on the Real Talk Recovery phone line so I can write your phone number down. And whenever a man or a woman reaches out to me, I will give them your information. So be on the lookout if somebody texts you and says, hey, Nicole from Real Talk Recovery gave me your number and said that I could reach out to you for support. Okay? Oh yeah, I do, boss baby. I'm here to help anybody that's struggling with addiction. You are not alone. That's right. That's right. Such a good support system. Yes. And that's the thing, like, that's what I was talking about, you guys. Like, I'm just one person, and so having people that step up and help lessen the load on me, I really do appreciate it, because I cannot physically do it all by myself. And so this is really a team. This is a team effort here on this channel. I used to think I could do it all by myself. I really did. And I tried. I really tried to do it by myself for a while. But it has just gotten to the point where there's so many people here and there's so many new people joining every day that I can't keep up with everyone. So you guys that have stepped up and are helping and are being of service to each other, like that is what I wanted my channel. I wanted this to be a community, and I wanted people to get support from one another, because it's just, that's what recovery is about. And so you might not even think that you're doing anything, but if you're being there when somebody is having a hard time and you say, hey, Freya, I'm here, you can call me anytime, right there. Being there and making yourself available to the addict or alcoholic that's struggling, that's what service is about. You're making yourself available. Now, whether or not that person follows through and reaches out is on them. But just the fact that a lot of you guys are stepping up and making yourselves available, I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, you guys. Hey, thanks, Kenneth. I'll have to check it. My damn phone's updating. I'll check it in just a second. Ashley, I'm going through crazy stuff right now, but my recovery has never felt stronger, and this recovery community has so much to do with it. Yes. Yes. If this whole channel, Real Talk Recovery, is a machine. This is a damn machine, and you guys are parts of that moving machine, you know? So y'all have been such a blessing to me. I really do appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Corrales, how are you doing? I haven't had a check-in from you in a while. How are you doing? What's going on? How's your how are your appointments going with your doctor? How is the wife doing? Talk to me. In fact, let me get it. So far, so good. Good, good. Okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I just want to make sure that you're doing all right. I haven't heard from you in a while. I see you in the live streams. Jose, anytime, babe. Anytime, man. I got you. Here's the link if anybody wants to come up and share before we go. Okay? Let me see. I appreciate you for being here, Jose. I really do. I thank you for coming and being a part of and joining in with us on the channel. So, Jose, can I tell him a little bit about you? Jose just found the channel recently, you guys, and let me see. Okay. I do too. It was an emotional night. It was an emotional night that night. Here he is, the infamous. What's up, baby?
Hey, how are you?
What's up?
Good,
I'm good.
Let me step over here where I can talk. Okay, here. I'm good. So far, so good. Everything's
Tell me
checking out
about
with
it.
the doctor.
Let's hear it.
All right, so been about a month now, maybe a month and a week since I started this whole journey, and it's been amazing, man. Like, it's hard to put into words everything because obviously with the Suboxone, it's all new to me, and my education was being given to me through the streets, like we had talked, me and you privately, and I guess the hardest thing for me throughout this whole thing is coming to the realize. I'm not gonna say the hardest thing. I guess the hardest thing to accept and realize is that how deep I was in it. Like I didn't realize. Like, oh my God, like it's a huge eye opener. Like of how deep I was in it, and now where I'm at today, it's like, dang man, I never thought I'd be here. You know what I mean? And knowing that I can wake up every single day and be free. You know what I mean? That's like the biggest part about it. The mental battles aren't there anymore. Like I know I'm
Yeah.
never gonna relapse again. You know what I mean? Hold on, Wes.
You
Hold
know,
on, buddy.
you don't have to go and buy drugs to stay okay throughout the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, my son just ran over my toe. Come here, buddy.
Oh, what, was he driving a car?
Yeah, his little dirt bike. He's trying to ride a little dirt
Aw.
bike. I was like, oh man.
Your kids are so cute.
Thank
I
you.
actually saw the picture that you posted on Instagram with your wife, and so I went
Yeah.
over to her profile, and she has so many. Y'all's babies are so cute.
Thank you.
I love their
Thank you. That means a
faces.
lot. Thank you. That means a lot. I mean, just the
And-
fact of being here with my family sober every day. I mean, I have so much to thank you for that. I mean, man, it's like, it's incredible. You know what I mean? And I feel like I owe you so much for that. You know what I mean? And I know that you do everything you do out of the kindness of your heart and whatnot. But people like me that were desperately looking for and searching for an answer, and doctor after doctor, program after program, and coming to the realization that it's okay to be on something that people might look at as like, hey, you know, this is just another crutch, or you're still an addict. You know what I mean? Like people tell me like in private conversations, oh, make sure you don't get hooked on that and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, I don't even care. I'm like, look, if this is going to save my life, you know what I mean? Like, do you really think I'm worried about that? You know, I'm not worried about it. When
That
that
should be
time
the
comes,
least of your worries. Here's the thing. It's like what's happening right now is that medication is helping you to maintain your recovery, and you're building a foundation right now. Now that you're clear-minded and you're able to work your job and not have to obsess over pills, you're able to build your foundation. Now you're learning about addiction and recovery. And who's to say 6 months or a year or 2 years down the line, however long, that you might want to taper, and that's okay too. But if you don't ever want to, that's okay too. Like you don't have to, is what I'm saying. And for so many years, people thought that there's nothing to be ashamed of. Do you know how many people in the world have to use medication to maintain their lives? Like blood pressure medication, insulin, heart medication. Addiction is a chronic and deadly disease. If you don't treat it, you will die. You will die. And it's a slow killer because you go back and forth, relapse, sober. And so you treat your addiction with this medication, and then you learn all the stuff you can about addiction and recovery, and you get your therapy and you get your family involved, and then you'll be, it's like people have to understand that it would be just replacing one drug with the other if you were still out there hustling, lying, cheating, going behind your wife's back, but you're not doing that anymore. You're doing the right thing, and you're utilizing the medication as it's prescribed in the proper way, doing the right thing.
And what people don't realize is when you're gambling with these street drugs, you're one pill away from dying.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why would you gamble that? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how people have an opinion on one, something they've never been through, two, something they've never even tried, and three, they have an opinion on life and death. Like, who are you to put a moral compass on something that you are completely unfamiliar with, and you're opinionated about something that you have no education on, that you've yet to try, and you're going to tell somebody gamble with life and death? Like, it's crazy. But at the same time, as I'm going through this journey, I'm also learning to tell myself, like, hey, you know, at some point in time, you're going to get through this stage, and then you're going to start the next stage of your
Exactly.
recovery.
But everybody, that's the thing. Like, I have gotten to a point where I feel like I've entered that next stage, and that's why I started tapering. But nobody knows, like, I don't know when your stage is going to come, or if it might not come in this lifetime. You know what I mean? That's okay. I just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I want to try and do this, and I want to taper. And now I'm at a point where I'm low enough on my medication where I'm like, now I'm hitting a different stage where I'm like, okay, I want to play it smart. I kind of just want to pause and hang out where I'm at. I don't want to make any big decisions during this pandemic. So I'm chilling at my 1 milligram. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a decision that is serious. It's not like I'm just going to say, oh, I'm jumping off Suboxone tomorrow. This is my life. This is my family, my child, whether I live or die, whether my husband has his wife, whether my son has his mom, and so I'm taking it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I guess one of the things that I've struggled with was, okay, so my life, like the course is taken, I come into this country, right? And when my father was a missionary, right? He preached around the country. I mean, not around the country, around the globe. So we grew up with nothing, right? I made something of my life. And one of the number one things that I would always tell myself was there's no excuse for anything in life. If you want it, you go and you get it. That was always my mindset. Like, my mindset has always been, oh, don't claim these things. Don't put yourself on these. Like, you're better than that. You can do this. You can do that. So learning to have that mentality of who knows how long I'm going to be on this is one of the things that I've struggled with the most, because I've always been like those people like, no, this has a deadline. And I have to come to it's like, no, you weren't that strong before. Like, that was your mindset when you started messing with prescription pills was, I have control over this. You know what I mean? I got this under wraps. This will never take control of my life. Then you wake up one day and you're like, holy crap. You're pooping your pants, you're throwing up. You know what I mean? You're taking your last $100 that you've made, that you worked for that day to go spend it on these drugs. And that's when you come to the realization, dang, this was a lot deeper than what I thought. You know what I mean? And cutting all those people out of my life, oh my goodness, man. It was just like, it was a struggle for me. But not only that, but also adapting the mentality that I was weaker than what I presumed. I was weaker than what I thought. And that right there is what hit me the most, was like, man, I never saw myself in that position.
Well, so I don't think that you're weak. I don't think, see, you're still not understanding. It's not that you're weak. It's that you have an addiction. Okay. So I think this is something that men struggle with a lot. You're not strong or weak, or it has nothing to do with that. Would you say to somebody that's diagnosed with cancer, would you tell that person that they were weak because they got cancer?
No.
Like somebody that has diabetes because they ate too much sugar and gained a lot of weight, would you say, well,
no, but I think my mindset is this. It's all right. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and then I'm gonna act like one of those guys. Like, that's how my mindset really works, or used to work. And then we'll have this debate right now. Okay. So here we go. I'm playing devil's advocate, like I'm on the other side, and I'm against everything you say, because I got these people in my life every day. How could you compare diabetes and cancer when those are not choices one makes? Drug addiction is a choice. So you choose or you don't choose to use drugs. So how could you compare those two and say, okay, but drug addiction is a sickness? Well, people don't choose to be sick. It's part of nature. Being a drug addict is a choice. So one can say you're weak because you're not strong enough to say, I don't want the drugs. Drugs don't just appear in your life out of nowhere.
Okay. So first of all, I would tell you this. So I do understand what you're saying, the choice argument. So here's the thing. A lot of diseases come because of a choice that we make. A lot of diseases, okay? Like I was saying, smoking cigarettes and then getting lung cancer, eating and gaining a lot of weight, becoming a diabetic, or getting heart disease, okay? These are all diseases that came from choosing to overeat, choosing to smoke cigarettes, choosing to lay in the sun and get skin cancer, okay? These are all things that you chose, and then as a result of your actions, you got that disease, okay? Same with addiction. When you pick up a drink or a drug, many people all over the world pick up drinks or the drugs for the first time. Who do you know? Who in here has never drank a drink of alcohol? Who in here hasn't smoked a hit off a cigarette or taken one pill? The difference is, just like you're genetically predispositioned or predisposed to getting heart disease because it runs in your family and you know you shouldn't overeat, but you gain weight anyway. Addiction is something that is already in you before you pick up a drink or a drug. So when you pick up the drink or the drug, it basically sets that allergy off and awakens that. Okay, so it's actually, yes, you pick up a drink or a drug for your first time, but the addiction is already there. You know what I mean? If you look back in your family right now, I bet you got some aunts or uncles or grandma and grandpas that struggle with alcoholism.
Oh, huge. It's like addiction runs in my family like deep. My mom was a meth head, you know what I mean? My dad also crackhead, you know what I mean? They stopped like in their 30s, somewhere around there. As soon as I was born, they quit. But they raised me basically telling me it's a choice, you know what I mean? You choose to be a drug addict because, and I'm just saying the way I was raised was, okay, people get cancer and diabetes every day without choosing it. You know what I'm saying? And so they would always also tell me, okay, don't label yourself anything. But in the same context, they would use the opposite say, okay, if you want this, you got to speak it into life. I want to live a better life. I want to live a life of prosperity. I want to live a life of good health. And this, so I think, and I truly believe both can be spoken into existence. You can claim something, right? Hey, I'm a drug addict, I'm a drug addict, I'm a drug addict, and you'll always be a drug addict. Or you can claim I'm not a drug addict, I'm not this, I'm not that. Do you believe that or no? What's your opinion on that?
I think that it is very important to be positive, right? Like my name's Nicole and I'm an addict. I'm a recovering addict. My sobriety date is July 13th. Like, I think that mindset and positivity plays a big part in like just changing the way we think and stuff. But I think that like having addiction is not here's the thing, like we look at it as like, oh, it's this negative thing. It's like you're less than, it's like, it's okay to claim that you have an addiction because it's literally, how do I say this? I don't think I don't consider it a negative thing. Like it's probably me being an addict is my greatest asset. And it's the way I help others now. And so I've taken something that was negative, that was a bad part of my life, and turned it into something to help other people with. You know what I mean?
So do you think admitting finally it coming to the realization that, hey, I am an addict, and then claiming to be an addict once you're no longer an addict, are those contradictory to each other, or is that okay? So from my experience, I'm gonna step outside of devil advocate real quick. From my experiences, coming to the realization that yes, I am weak, yes, I am an addict, yes, I don't have the ability to change on my own, and yes, it's a sickness, and I'm gonna put quote unquote on that, yes, it is a sickness, is the only way I found freedom. But at some point in your life, do you step out of that realm? At some point in your life, do you say, okay, I'm no longer this, or that was the old me? Because I know in the AA meetings, they say once an addict, always an addict. And that truly helps people. I truly believe that mindset is what keeps some people on the straight and narrow.
Oh, yeah.
But then there are some people who say,
you know what I mean?
And then there are some people who say, no, you don't claim that no more. You're no longer that. That was the old you. This is the new you. So
honestly, some people do better when they say, you know, I'm not going to claim that in my life anymore. For me, deep down inside, like I have to always remind myself that I'm an addict. And because here's the thing with my mind, when I tell myself I'm not claiming that, I'm not an addict anymore, I know from experience this is what happens to me. Then I say, well, I can just go out and have a couple of drinks and I'll be fine. Or I can go out and have one pill, because my mind starts giving itself permission. When I let my guard down and say, I'm not going to claim that addiction, I'm not going to claim myself as an addict, it's so tricky. That's how addiction is. It's very cunning. It's tricky. It will tell you you're not, and then you'll fall back and you'll pick back up. I've seen it happen time and time again. That's why I utilize telling myself that I am an addict. And like I said, it's not negative. Like I'm not saying that to beat myself down. Like it's a realization that I've had to come to terms with, and admitting and accepting it Step one is admitting, accepting it, right?
Yeah.
Why I couldn't stay sober, because I wouldn't admit and accept it. I kept on trying to beat it and say, I'm not an addict. I can live my life like everybody else does. I can go to the beach and have a drink. I can go have a little with my buddies at the concert. And that's why I kept going back out, because I kept playing the line. I would get right on that line and I would dance back and forth between both sides. For me, I have to pick one side and get on it. Either I'm an addict and I'm going to be in recovery, or I'm going to be over here getting it high, because there's no, for me, middle of the ground. But I do know some people who really, like, it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't do well for them. They just don't like saying that they're an addict. It really makes them feel negative and bad about themselves, so they don't say it. But I'll tell you this. I've seen a lot of people that do that, and then they fucking relapse and get high.
All right, let me ask you another question. What would you tell a mom whose child is suffering with drug addiction and doesn't want to change? Living in the house, you know what I mean? I want to say mooching off the family. We know the child is sick, but the child, their son, their kid is causing more harm to the family than they are good at this point. They're robbing, they're stealing, they're lying, so on and so on, like every drug addict does. At what point in time do you begin to express tough love, or are you always, or would your advice be continue to love that person, continue to help that person regardless of the consequence?
First of all, how old are they? Are they under the age of 18?
Over the age of 18.
Okay, so if they're under the age of 18, baby,
Obviously.
I would take their asses and get them committed and make them go to treatment, because I would be their mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if they're over the age of 18 and they're living in the home, they're stealing. I feel like each person, when they have kids that are like that, they have to get to a point where they're just done. But if this has been going on for a long time, addicts don't. When we get away with things and we are constantly able to lie, cheat, and steal, and we're not having any consequences, we don't learn. And so what I would tell the parents was, there needs to be consequences for these actions. I would say, Mom, Dad, if you were getting high and you would come home high as hell, just stole $200 out of your mom and dad's wallet, came in, had a nice hot meal, nice hot shower, got yourself something to drink, and then went to bed, would you ever make a change? No. Your mom and dad were really letting you live a life. Here, baby, let me make you a hot meal. You're catering to them while they're getting fucked up.
Okay, so where does the sickness imply? They're sick.
Right? Well, they're sick, all right, but there has to be boundaries, right? Like, you cannot allow that person to keep, like, walking all over you. If you say to them, I love you, I want to help you. This is what I will do to help you. I will help you find treatment. I will help you find sober living. I'll pay for you. I know some parents who literally would pay for their kids to go to rehab or go live in a sober living or go do outpatient. All you have to do is do this. If they don't want to do that, then you have to say, I can't let you live here anymore. Because as long as you're living underneath my roof, I'm not going to watch you kill yourself, you know? My mom and dad had to kick me out, and it was the hardest thing that they ever did. I know it was. But I was not going to change until they gave me some kind of consequences. Even when they kicked me out, I didn't get sober. I kept on getting high. I found a way. That's how smart we are. Like, I found a way to find somewhere to live, to get food in my belly, to get drugs. Like, I made it happen. You know what I mean?
So at that point in time, it's no longer being treated like a sickness. Now it's behavior. At that point.
Well, addiction is a behavioral issue also. Like, addiction is so complex. Not only is it like a mental disorder, an obsession of the mind, a mental illness, it also has everything to do with behaviors, negative behaviors. So honestly, the best thing to do for somebody that's living in your home, that's drinking and drugging, like us, set boundaries. What will you allow in this house? Will you allow drinking, drugging, being under the influence? If you set that boundary and you say, these things are not allowed when you live underneath this roof, right? When those boundaries are crossed, there has to be a consequence for that action. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people don't get sober because of consequences by their families. It usually has to be some huge consequence, like going to jail or crashing their car.
V-Bucks, and I want to get a guy, but it has the same V-Bucks that I have.
Okay.
So can I get it?
Let me see what you're talking about. Bring me the thing down here. Bring it down here. Sorry. He's playing Fortnite. It's not that it's here's the thing. Like, I don't want, it's hard because you love that person and you want to help them the best you know how. But when you can't allow your addicted loved one to just trample all over you and I was ruining my family's life. I was stealing my dad's credit cards, taking money out of the safe. Like, I understood why they kicked me out. You know what I mean?
I have the same money. See, 1, 2, 0, 0.
Okay, yeah, you can get that. Press purchase item on yellow. There you go. $1,200 he's got.
All right, so speaking of kids, as a parent, I don't want to say that your parents made a mistake, and neither did my parents, because obviously your kids are going to turn out the way they turn out. But what decisions can we make as parents to prevent our children from going down the path that we took? Like, what's one?
Sorry.
No, you're good. Because I'm a parent. I have a daughter who's 7, right? And I always tell myself there are certain things I won't do.
One by accident.
It's just that one.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, good. So go ahead. I'm listening. We're getting into a good conversation, y'all. This is good. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
So as a parent, right? Our biggest fear is that our kids turn out the way we turned out, right? So, but as parents, we know that our kids are going to turn out the way they turn out. It's inevitable. However, what decisions can you make from the day they're born to the day they turn 18 that can prevent a child from going down the path that we took? Like, for example, if you were to use yourself as an example, like, what's one of the things, because I know in your story, your parents were going through what they were going through. I believe it was with your sister.
Yep.
And they started to direct full attention to her. And I noticed that they gave you more liberty. So I'm wondering what decisions, and mine was with the job. My parents allowed me to get a job at 15 years old. That was my first time trying to. So what advice would you give a parent?
Okay. Are you still there?
I'm going down.
Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. It's like a combination of all kinds of things that we need to do as parents. Like, I'm learning this too for my son. Communication is so important. I didn't feel like I could talk to my parents about what I was going through. I was hiding things that were happening in my life from my mom and dad. And it was not because they were bad parents, because the way my mom and dad raised me, my dad, he put fear in us. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that he was very a disciplinarian. Like, we got the belt. If we were bad, we caught the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I know my mom would sit us down and she would have talks with us and say, you can tell me anything. But for some reason, I just didn't feel like I could do that. I think that with Nathaniel, the way I'm trying to start doing things is I'm trying to just sit there and let him know that he can talk to me about anything. I want us to be able to have open dialogue. I share with him about my addiction, not the details, you guys, but my son knows that I'm in recovery. He knows that I don't drink alcohol, that I don't do drugs. And he is already learning about drugs in school because they're teaching them about, say no to drugs and all that kind of stuff. So I'm already trying to have an open communication with him about addiction. And but as he gets older, I want him to know, I have addiction. It's highly likely that you could be an addict too. So if you try drugs or alcohol, you could have an addiction and he could be susceptible to it. I don't do anything wrong that my mom and dad did. It was a really hard time. Like you said, my sister was acting out. I had all this freedom. I was balls to the wall. Do you chain your child down and like not let them leave the house? Or do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like but then what happens if you do that is they don't have any freedom and they rebel. So then what do? You know what I mean? Like, I think the best thing that you can always do is talk to your children. When they're going somewhere, ask them, what time are you going to be back? Whose house? Know the family members that your kids are hanging out with. Don't just allow them to go to people's houses that you don't know personally. This is so important because that's where I got out underneath my parents without them knowing. I was hanging out with kids that I had no business being at their house. There was no parental supervision. There was no anything. Extracurricular activities, baseball, softball, dancing. Your kids need to be so busy that they don't have time to get high. They need to be doing things that are going to better their life. Keep them focused and do it. Work that child to the bone. I'm talking they need to be in school. They need to be in all the extracurriculars they can. So where they're at school, extracurriculars, eat dinner, go to sleep, to where they have no room to do anything else but what they need to do for their life to be a better person and actually succeed in life. I was sneaking around. I was at people's houses. Man, I'm telling you what. And like I said, my parents couldn't have stopped it because they were preoccupied. They were focused on saving my sister's life. My sister was struggling with mental illness and I slid under the cracks. But if you can be there and like I said, I'm talking to every kid my son hangs out with. I have gone over to the houses. I don't leave him alone. I go there with him and I hang out with the moms.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's so important.
I believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe that you got 18 years with your kids. There's some things you don't gamble, you don't play around with. And that's one, the safety of your child, the health of that child, and the future of that child. Those are three things you do not gamble with your child. And I see a lot of parents do it. And it's all it takes is a couple minutes. That's it. It takes 30 minutes, you know what I mean, for a drug. It takes a minute for a violation. And that kid's life is changed forever. And me particularly, somebody asked me the other day, would you let your daughter have sleepovers? And I said, no, I'm not going to let them. They can sleep over my house, but I'm not going to allow my child to. Well, that's too extreme. Call me extreme. Call me what you want. One thing that I am going to make sure is that as long as I'm the parent of this child, as long as there's air in my lungs, the safety of that child and the well-being of that child comes. I don't care what you label me. It's gonna come first.
We have to invest in our children. If they want to hang out, their friends can all come over here. I'm the coolest mom. Y'all can all hang out. I'll take you. That's the thing. Like, but drugs and alcohol. Like, I think that I thought that it was cool. And the only thing I can remember my dad saying is drugs and alcohol are not cool. But I didn't have a full understanding of what would happen if I did these things. And it's like, I know people that might think this is extreme, but I think it's so important. Nathaniel, he knows, because guess what? We talk to the homeless people. When I'm at the Walmart and there's somebody asking for change, they're dirty from head to toe. We come over there and I bring my son with me. What's your story? How did you get out here? What happened? And Nathaniel sees that. I want him to see, if you are getting fucked up and you're not taking care of yourself, this is where you'll be. Here on the side of the road begging for money. Like, I need to see this is you do this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we have compassion. Like, I help those people. We go out and I give them money. I try to get them a food, a drink, but I want my son to understand. Like, I tell him, I was out here one time begging people for money at the Shell gas station. He's like, what? Yeah. Your mom was out here asking people for money. You know why? Because I was getting high, I was getting fucked up, and I was making bad decisions. And bad decisions lead you to places like this. It's like when you're a kid, you need to see that, because I don't think it registers in our minds. It didn't mine. I didn't understand all I heard my dad was saying how it wasn't cool. You don't want to be cool. Those are not the cool, and I didn't grasp it. Now, like I want my son to understand that. I want him to know that he doesn't want to make those mistakes that I did. It's really hard though, but protecting our kids is the number one. Like, it might seem overkill, but like, my son is all I have. I'm not, like, he is literally what's going to carry on our family, I'm not going to, I don't care what anybody says. I'm not going to be not too strict. It's protecting your investment,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It is what it is. That's exactly the truth. I mean, your kids are your future. Every single day I wake up, that's my motivation for every day. That's my purpose for every day is my child. They're the reason why. You know what I mean? If anybody has a child, they'd understand that. You know what I mean? And there is nothing, I can't imagine the parent that sees their kid derailed to the left and they continuously ask themselves every single day, what could I have done differently? As long as you know in your heart of hearts that you made every decision possible. I imagine your parents, you know what I mean? The conversations they had when they were in bed. I can only imagine the heaviness on their heart as they thought their daughter was out in the streets and things like that. And you don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through what your parents went through, and you don't want your child to go through what you went through. And that's how I view it. And honestly, I'm super.
There's nothing that my mom and dad, I don't think that they were good parents. They were good parents. I was manipulative. I knew that they were focused on my sister, and I was sneaking. I knew, you know what I mean? We have, as parents, we have to be smarter than our kids.
I was the same way.
Kids are smart,
Oh, definitely. They ain't smarter than me and you, though.
That's the thing.
We did it all.
My mom and dad, they weren't druggies or anything. They didn't party like I did. I know, so I know what to look for.
Exactly. Nothing, man. We know too much, man. We know too much. We've been down that road. We were that kid, you know what I mean? But I just real quick wanted to say thank you for everything you're doing for the channel. All your supporters are doing an amazing job. And I do see you in the future speaking on a big platform. And I just think you're doing an amazing job. And if anybody's out there that's watching this channel right now, I mean, and you're looking at the screen like, who is this young kid? Look, my life was saved by the lady on the left side of your screen. I mean, and I know that's like a big statement, but I was lost. I was looking for answers. I was searching, and I literally typed in YouTube. That's how desperate I was, day in and day out. I typed in on YouTube, how do I get off of opioids? And I found your channel. And I one day was on there, and I watched video after video, testimony after testimony, and it sounded surreal. Can this really be the solution? Can this really happen? And I clicked on a live, and I watched the live. The next day, I watched the next live, and then you went on a 7-day. And I was like, man, this lady's a hustler, you know what I mean? And one day I said, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to her. And then we started a conversation. I was in awe. I was speaking to, my idol. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And I am where I am today, and I have all that I have at this moment to thank you for that. You know what I mean? The way I feel, the peace in my mind, my health, and who I am as a person, who I'm becoming. And if someone's out there watching this channel right now, look, just join the live, talk to Nicole. And the phone calls that you would give me outside of the live chats, the checking up on me, hey, how you doing? Did you contact your doctor? And there was the little things the little goals that were met. Yes, I got my contact with the doctor. Yes, I paid, the money to get the doctor. Yes, I'm on the prescription. Okay. And down to pooping, you know what I mean? Like, how are you pooping? You know what I mean? Just those things spoke volumes to me. That one, the type of person you are. Two, how real this actually is. This isn't a gimmick. If you're watching the channel, this isn't a gimmick. I have 20 employees. I have a lot of responsibility over my shoulders. You follow me on Instagram. You know my lifestyle, what it pertains, the pressure that is on my shoulders to deliver every single day. And I'm young. I have a whole life ahead of me. I literally almost lost everything due to drugs. And all it took was a step of faith to clicking onto Nicole's channel, clicking on her live, and speaking to you. And everything that I had was salvaged. All years, over a decade of hard work, I was flushing it down the drain day in and day out because I could not break this habit. And if you're like me and you're like, I can break it cold turkey, I got this, stop lying to yourself. If you think that you can just, okay, I'm going to just little by little by little by little get off of this, stop lying to yourself. Stop the gimmicks. You owe yourself and your family a better you. So
Yeah.
Listen to what Nicole is saying. Try the Suboxone out. If you try to do it on your own, you can't do it. Try the Suboxone out. Give it a shot. And trust me, it'll work out. I just wanted to say that to anyone who was watching.
You know what? I hope everybody, like you guys, like if you've tried, like I tried all the time to get sober, and that's the thing. Like, it's like I tried so many times, and Suboxone saved my life. You know what I mean? Like, it was the only. I tried so hard, man, and I kept relapsing. And I can't make that decision for you whether you've tried enough times. I just know that I tried enough times, and I was ready. Needed the help, and so only you know that. You know what I mean? You knew how many times you were going back and forth, and so I'm just, man, anything I can do to help you and your family, I'm always available. You know that. You can call me anytime. I haven't been hearing from you lately, so I had to call you out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. My life has changed, so everything is just catching traction. The mind battles. And I don't know how long you dealt with the mind battles when you first started, but they were big for me. You know what I mean? Just like,
yeah,
it was tough. But I'm glad to be where I'm at today. Truly blessed.
You're doing the damn thing. Stay plugged in, okay? Now you're on maintenance and you're doing good. Don't unplug thinking, I got this, I'm going to do so great. Stay plugged in, because that's the mistake that a lot of people make. They get on the Suboxone, they're feeling good, they're getting their confidence back, and then they drop everything and they relapse because they think that they stay plugged in, stay connected to a community of people that will help you, okay? I don't mind if you don't call yourself an addict, if that makes you feel better to say, that's fine. But make sure that you stay plugged into your support network, okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You got it. And I was just playing devil's advocate. Like, I know what I am. Yeah. I know what I've been through. I know what I am. And
okay.
I'm not
I
as
just
strong
want
as
you
I
to be
thought
careful.
I was. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got it. 100%.
All right. Love you, man.
It's breaking up. I love you too. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless.
All right. Bye. My computer's literally kicking me off. Bye. Okay, that was Trinity. Yes, you guys. One made me cry when he came the first time. It literally hit my heart hard. I just never realized how much. I did not realize. I didn't realize how much people get support from the channel. Hey, Ramblin' Ruthie, what's going on, girl? Ruthie says, let me read. Hello. I'm on Subutex now, but unfortunately been slipping and it sucks. What's going on, girl? What you slipping on? Tell us. I need to join a group or support network, but it has been hard finding time. Well, you're here now, girl. You're here now. We got the place for you. I'm going to tell you this. Join Patreon, and it'll be worth it. If you want to. It's only if you want to. Hold on, let me get the link. And then I'll also get the link to the chat that I just that we used to have. That anybody can join this chat. Let me get it for you guys, okay? It's free, okay? This is a free chat for you guys. You don't have to pay to be in the Patreon on this chat. Hold on. And that's the thing, you guys, like, if you join Patreon, it's only because you want to join Patreon, okay? It's because you want to support the channel. It's not about me making $1 million off of you. It's just if you want to, okay? Now let me tell you, here is a free option right here to be in a chat with a bunch of other people, okay? If you want to join Patreon, here is that link also. And that, like I said, is just $2 a month. And it supports the channel. Okay. Okay, there we go. My mother has been ill and dad has cancer and I work as an RN. Oh, Ruthie, we're talking on Messenger. Having both feet swelling epidemic and 2 adult kids that need to get jobs, etc. Yeah, get them likes up, Kenneth. Thank you, baby. Yes, Trinidad is such a doll, you guys. He's just such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. You are in the right spot, Ruthie. Hey, Esther, what's up, girl? Okay, so Ruthie, let's talk about this. So, Ruthie, what kind of relief are you getting from taking pills on top of Subutex? You can't be getting really any relief because the Subutex would make that, would block it out. So talk to me. Tell me how that's going. Here's the link if anybody wants to come up and chat. Yeah, so let's talk about that. When you take opiate pills while you're taking Subutex, you're not going to feel those opiate pills, so you're basically just wasting them. Are you not taking your Subutex? And it's okay. Don't be ashamed or anything, all right? Let me tell you all about Jose. Jose, I'm going to tell them about you guys, okay? Or about you. Yeah, we're here to help you, okay, girl? Don't be ashamed or anything. Okay, so Jose is 39 years old. He's Mexican and he's from Texas, and he's been in and out of trouble all of his life, doing drugs since he was 12, Xanax and pain pills, cough syrup, marijuana. For the last 5 years, I was really bad on opiates, and I had started to smoke. Oh, K2. I know all about K2. Did some coke the other night with alcoholic husband. The list goes on. It is hard to make time for me. Ruthie. So cocaine. All right. So different drugs are what you're relapsing on. Okay. Okay. Ruthie, no judgment here, girl. No judgment here. I know it's hard to make time for you, but you're either going to make time for you or you're going to end up dying or catching a felony charge. So stop right now. You need to right now get plugged in to this group. You need to join that Hangouts chat that I just linked. You need to get in there and be in here and have support from all of us. Yes, yes. Ruthie, it's okay. I figured that was what was going on. Why don't you start going to the Mara meetings with us? I can send you the links. You know, you can utilize me. You can text me or call me anytime. All right. But you have to reach. I cannot make you do anything. And so if you don't follow through and don't call and don't text and then nothing's going to change. And so it's time to make time for you. It's time to get in here. We're talking about the perfect topic for you, girl. We're talking about how to get help, how to reach out, how to find support. And you are in the perfect spot. You know, it is time. You got to put all those excuses. And listen, this is not me being nasty, okay? This is the straight up truth. Put those excuses out of your mind. Ruthie has to be number one. If your job is getting to the point where you're stressed out, okay, you need to talk to your employer. Maybe you need to lessen up on the hours a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to take a vacation and get yourself back on track. Like, if you don't take care of you, you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose your everything. The alcoholic husband, what's going on with him? How can we get him in shape? How can we get him help? You know, like, this has to be you guys coming together, because if it's not, you're going to just be kind of carrying and pulling that dead weight behind you, you know? We are all here to support you, though, and there's never any judgment here, okay? I just want you to put yourself first, okay? No more. It's time to take care of you and your recovery. It'll be the best decision you ever made, okay? The best decision you ever made. You're pretty successful. Being an RN is a successful position. And these are, I'm going to tell you something, Ruthie. People like you who are able to have success and still struggle with addiction are people that have the hardest time because, well, you've got your job. And, you know, it's like, well, I'm not doing that bad. But you know it deep down inside, and it really is that bad. You know, don't let the illusion, right, that because you're able to be an RN and be pretty successful with your job, don't let that block you from seeing the severity of what's going on in your life, okay? Because it's only going to get worse from here. The disease of addiction is progressive. It gets worse, never better. Okay, so please, 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 anything I can do to help you, even if it's just reminding you to take time for yourself, please, please do it, okay? Well, you know what, girl? Are you happy? You know the deal. You really have to evaluate that relationship. Is that relationship serving you? Are you able to stay sober with that husband drinking like that? Yeah, join the chats. We got that. And you guys, listen, that Hangouts chat that I just linked, you could just be in there. There's who all's in there. Ashley's in there. A whole bunch of people are in there, but anybody is welcome to join that other chat. Okay. And we have the Facebook group too, but the chats are where everybody is in there chit-chatting and hanging out. So go ahead and join that chat, okay? Right. Is staying with him enabling him? Good question, Merck. Been abusive emotionally and physically at times. I really think I need to join groups, etc. Yes, you do, girl. Yes, you do. I'll send you the link on our chat, on our messenger messages, okay? All right, you guys. I love you guys. Oh, let me get the link for you. Hold on. I'll get it for you. Here you go, Ruthie. Pay attention. I'm dropping it in the chat. Bam. Hold on. Damn it. My husband's fixing to walk in the door, so I'm fixing it. Okay, there you go. I just dropped it. Okay. All right, you guys. I love you. Click that link that I just dropped in the chat, and that's going to bring you to our chat, okay? Anybody else is welcome to join it too, all right? All right, you guys. My hubba bubba's home. I hear him pulling up, and the dogs are going wild over here. So, love you, Rob. I love you guys. Our next live stream will be Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I really hope you guys enjoyed tonight's live stream. I really had a great time talking with all you guys. If any of you are struggling and need support, please feel free to text me on that number right there, and I will call you right back. I promise. All right? I love you guys. Good night.